Yeah. What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, shit's real. We talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pascal, for New England representative. And as always, I got my man with me. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do? LB, Lauderdale Boss, aka Shuttleworth the God, aka Go Artist. You know what it is. I guess I'm finally unlocked again fully.
Yes, sir.
The June been crazy, nigga. Mr. First podcast. I was in the comments for the second one.
Yeah.
Then the niggas unlocked my voice for the third one. Mm-hmm. And so they finally got all the Dragon Balls and wished me here in the flesh. So yeah, we finna cook tonight. Yeah.
Yes, sir. You know
all the glory, on all my splendor with the Nicki cat, whatever the fuck Jay-Z said in that song. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, front and center. Welcome to New York. Welcome to Ring Gang, nigga. Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, no, it's glad to have you back in the fold, man. I know that shit was hella crucial. You know what I mean? But yo, I got my other man with me. I'm letting him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good? You know who this is? Your boy King P. Bodega People. They box in the building. Ring Game Radio all day. Let's go. Monday Night Boxing.
Yeah, so does anyone need to be banned? Because I'm pretty sure someone needs to be banned.
These I'm gonna tell you, these give it a go type niggas need to go. Like, I'm tired of even in the loss, you're still a champion. You're still a winner. No, nigga, there's winners and losers, and if you lost, you're not a winner. Fuck out of here. Stop with that bullshit.
Hold on, is this in reference to the Zayas fight?
I mean, yeah.
They sure are trying to make him a hero, right?
Yeah, we'll get into that. But yeah.
Yeah, but I agree. Just
even in defeat, you're still a victor. No, nigga, fuck out of here.
Yeah, the fight was not that close to be saying that. Niggas acting like it was Gotti Ward or some shit.
Yeah, or even fucking Corrales Castillo, where them niggas damn near killed themselves.
You can't compare to Corrales Castillo. Come on.
I mean, that's like one of the pure examples of guys that were kind of elevated by that fight.
And basically, somebody just won by 2 or 3 extra punches type shit. It was that close. It was an ebb and flow to it. You know what I mean?
Or hell, not even Bradley Provodnikov level. That's a nigga that Bradley.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But yeah.
Damn, that just made me feel like, damn, boxing got watered down, and the fight was good, man. CP, look what you started.
I mean, truthfully, Crocker Perro was more of that type of fight than this, but I'll get into that a little later.
I mean, there's a few fights we can
the Perro fight.
Yeah, that fight was more into what everyone else is thinking that Xander Zayas is, because Perro.
Sorry, I don't care either way. I don't care. I'm not a give it a go type nigga. You give it a go. Yeah. No, fuck out of here.
Especially when you get stop. This is not like Kelly Hamed type of or Baranchek Zapata type of where you just one nigga just wins by an extra knockdown type shit. It's that close, bombs away. It's like one nigga kind of clearly beat the shit out of the other nigga.
Right.
It is no giving. Oh, he gave it a good go. He gave it a good college effort. He no nigga.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not one of those. Yo, Pat, what you do with that '80s best of the best type shit where you pat a nigga on his shoulder and be like, "Hey, man, you did your best." No, it wasn't one of those.
Yeah, ain't no participation trophies in boxing. You win or you lose, or you get a draw. And whatever, But yeah, none of that. No. If someone else gets first place, you get second place. God damn it. That's how it's supposed to go.
Especially if he beats you into second place with the trophy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what happened, really.
Hey, what up, Marquise? What up, gang? Wild last weekend. Ban these commentators from the spot, too. Yeah, the commentating was awful. Oof. Yeah, we'll get into that, too. But I got my other man with me. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
I was Fly's Conscious Pod, the West Coast Avenger, preparing for liftoff. Let's just get it. Let's go. We're not ready to go.
Absolutely, man. But let's get right into it, man. The fight of the weekend by far, Jerome Boots Ennis and Xander Zayas, man. I'll say is thankfully it lived up to its hype, like because that was like the big thing because before the fight we were like, oh, it wasn't getting that much attention. It didn't seem like people were, it wasn't like, we weren't getting any good news about the tickets, like selling or anything like that. It seemed like there wasn't enough like marketing, there wasn't enough anything terms of like, okay, this is a notable fight. Like this is going like
it felt like Boots was promoting it. It felt like he was kind of driving the promotion.
And he's not even a talker.
he isn't, but he just seemed like he was kind of everywhere. Like he was on the Breakfast Club. Yeah. He stayed on the timeline for whatever reason,
I mean, his fanboys were going, and you gotta give it to Eddie Hearn because Eddie Hearn does he knows
Eddie Hearn was there too, and Eddie Hearn, got to keep boosting the
I mean, wasn't Eddie Hearn on that he was on that Gilly shit with them, right? Wasn't he on Million with the game with Gilly on the little quick episode?
I don't know why.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it because I saw Eddie Hearn on it, but I get it.
Shout out to Android who sent me a clip.
Eddie on that too. Like, I mean, he's trying to reach his audience. I think he has to understand because
it's a bit much, bro. Like that's like if we promoted a boxer, he's undefeated on some Edgar Berlanga shit, knocking out everybody in like the first or two rounds or some shit, and then it's like he starts making appearances, and it's like he mostly like, but all of us are with this nigga every time. Like, no, what the fuck? It's like it's too much. Like, it's one of those like, hey, he in the Northeast, Pat King P, y'all show love, whatever. He on the West Coast, Pilot come through. Like everybody don't need to be here. The whole Wu-Tang Clan don't need to be promoting Shaheem album at one time. So that's basically what I'm trying to say with that shit.
Yeah, but Eddie was probably. I mean, he probably just bullguarded his way onto there. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna be out here regardless. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and that's that. That type of shit. Because he likes to hear. He likes to talk.
Yeah. I'm here to listen to Biggie. Like I could do without the puffy ad libs in the interview and the corrections on certain shit. Like let the man speak, bro.
It was though. And Zayas wasn't really speaking all that much. I mean, he gave interviews, but not as much as Boots. Boots was literally out there.
Boots carried it, dog. Zayas wasn't really carrying no promotion. Like I feel like Zayas kind of stepped back and he was more focused on training,
making weight,
talking shit, making weight.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, there were rumors saying he couldn't.
Virgil Ortiz.
I mean, there was rumors saying he couldn't make weight, right? So I get why he was, probably.
I mean, he looked big in there and shit.
Yeah. I mean, most likely. I mean, he's pretty much going to 160 after this, and he ain't going.
He looked like a middleweight in that bout. Like he honestly looked bigger than Boots in that fight to me.
Facts. Yeah. Even though they said that they were like the same height and shit like that, but I was like, no, Zayas looks considerably bigger than.
Yeah, like what are they looking at? Because like in Boots is a big dude, but like Zayas. Like the physical density, like stature, he obviously looks like a bigger, more solid person. So
yeah, I mean, like I said, dude, he weighs 154. So, congrats and to his professionalism.
Yeah,
because I think he realized, if he blew weight, it wasn't going to go down because Boots probably was not, because then Boots would be in a position like, oh. Nigga, I gotta take this fight whether I want to or not. Because if if Boots doesn't want to take it, then the event is ruined. Because no one's gonna want to see Emiliano Vargas and Bryce Mills in the main event. God forbid. That would have been. You know what I'm saying, like,
although Vargas did lay down SmackDown Thursday SmackDown.
He did it. No, Vargas did what he was supposed to do for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we all thought that was gonna go down. Like, cause like I said, I seen Bryce Mills more than I care to, and I'm like I said, I know why he got the spot because New York fucks with him a lot.
But I do want to mention I watched since the prelims. I'm a hardcore boxing sicko, so I watched the first fight of the nights always. And I will say, I feel like these guys fought from the first fight in the prelims up until like they all fought. It felt like they knew the odds were going to be on them, so they fought a little inspired. I felt like a little like. They fought hard. Everybody fought hard on this card, even on the YouTube prelims.
Jai Tucker and Cedeno, they fought hard, and then Cedeno started, he started fading, not because of his conditioning, but I don't know, he just, I think he ran out of ideas because he was hitting dude, but Tucker was just like, you know what, motherfucker, I'm just gonna be like, I'm still coming, pause.
No, Tucker's he's a well-rounded
hard full of young dudes, like everybody's going hard. Like you kind of need more of that.
I mean, Tucker's well-rounded. They always try to make him lose. They match him up tough, but
the pink slip fight. Yeah, I tell you, like they keep putting.
Tucker but especially with him, he always it's like his third pink slip fight. I swear to God, this is like his third or fourth pink slip fight. And I know he lost to Palau's, but he's proven, at 160 is the way he should be at. He's doing good at it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure either Todd or Bob are like they don't see anything in dude, so that's why they keep putting him in all these hard fights,
all these tough ass fights.
Yeah, and he keeps winning though, because like they want to get rid of him, like they got rid of like Haven Brady and all them, like all them other niggas,
and Troy Isley type shit.
Well, Troy Isley left on his own, like they didn't get rid of him in that sort of way. Troy Isley's contract ran out. Meanwhile, they're trying to get rid of Jai Tucker. Like
they're trying to get rid of him.
No, but Jai Tucker though. I mean, don't get me wrong. He won a hard fight because that motherfucker's eyes were like puffy and swollen and shit like that. Like dude is tough. Like I have to give him a spot. Like like if he becomes champion, I salute him because like dude clearly wants it, and Top Rank clearly doesn't want him around. So it's like, it's kind of sad too that they don't put no support behind him. But But I'm just glad at least Jahai's is rising above the bullshit, the clear bullshit.
I mean, him and Amari Jones are our best American. Shout out to Ammo, but him and Amari Jones are our best American middleweights. Like Tucker's one of the better middleweights we have. It's what it is. It's true. Black American middleweight. He's up there
easily. Yeah, no, easily.
Meanwhile, they treat him like how Oscar and Hopkins be treating Ryan Garcia and shit.
Yeah.
Tumbleweeds at the press conferences and shit. Like damn.
Yeah, no, it's shit's crazy though. But yeah, salute to
John. Hold on, but yo, let me act like Pilot real quick. What would you say to the people who said Zayas had a bad game plan for the Boost fight? What's your opinion on that?
I think everybody expected him to box and use on his bike, right, and use his lateral movement. I think that's what everybody assumed was going to, on some Karen one shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I mean, he did it in the Barao fight. He had like a good mixture of lateral movement and engaging with dude, and I thought that was going to be the same thing. But dude, I think he probably saw that he was probably bigger than Boots, and was like, you know what, I'm going to take my chances and stay in the pocket and not kick my head off the line.
I want to give Boots credit. I think Boots forced him to fight that fight. Like once Boots was pumping that jab, Boots was better than everything at. I mean, I think we all knew in the back of our mind Boots was better than everything at Zayas, but we kind of wanted to give Zayas maybe the quote unquote boxer. The boxer tag, but Boots was better at everything, and clearly with that jab in the first beginning of the fight, there's nothing Zayas could do to box his fight that he wanted to fight. I felt like after.
Zayas left his jab in the holster. He wouldn't jab, like he wouldn't do a consistent jab. I'm like, you're a big dude, like jab with the dude, jab with him.
Too slow for that. Like it was clear that the speed difference was very clear. I'll say that.
It was.
I mean, what we gonna do? Just stand there and just get jabbed up, or fucking try to jab with the nigga though?
Yeah, that's the same.
No, I get that, but I don't think he had the best game plan about it. So
I mean, he was outgunned. I mean, like there's nothing in every action. If you pick, you're playing like NBA Live or 2K, right? Would you give besides weight and height or whatever? Would you give any attributes to Zayas over Boots? You wouldn't. Watch this fight. Can you really? I mean, no. I don't know.
Probably he's heavier. He's bigger.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about speed, skill, jab, everything. Even defense. I mean, everything. Boots was a better boxer in every aspect of boxing.
This nigga said, "Yo, this is NOA Fulton."
So basically, I mean,
we just go down a list like left hook, Boots, right hand cross, Boots, uppercut, Boots, jab, Boots,
stamina,
chin, Boots.
Yeah, it was like I said though. Zayas though, like I said, like the wrong game plan, and then like I said, Boots was just like.
Hold on, but y'all really think him moving around was the right game plan? Like, explain that.
Everybody thought that was, he was going to be able to circle around the ring, pump the jab up, try to quote
You
unquote
think
box
this
him up.
heavy ass nigga who barely making 154 could execute that game plan again? Like that's what, bro. Like first,
he did it to a lighter opponent. Like Burrow is a like cat too, and he was able.
And if we watch him, that's how he boxes. He's like
did it that one time. And
no,
he maxed out at it.
But that's how he usually like. A lot of times he boxes. He doesn't really. He's not an aggressive.
He does, but he comes forward.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and when he did against Baru, he did more like a Bivol performance where he was going in and out and doing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't really lateral movement like that. But my whole thing is this: like, whatever game plan he would have had, it ain't gonna work if he ain't have no fucking defense. And that's what really cost him the fight, regardless if you think he could have back foot boxed his way out of that arena or if he could have pressure fought him to death. Like, if you're not gonna be in there like Chocolatito and bobbing and weaving and fucking parry and picking off jabs and shooting a jab, counter jab and slipping, feinting. If you're not gonna get creative with it, like you're not gonna fucking beat a guy like Boots.
Right? Yeah, it's like Zayas like couldn't keep his head off the line for nothing. Like Boots was just like okay, your head's on the line. Okay, bam. Let me just hit with the jab. Let me hit with the right hand. Let me.
And then encouraged Boots.
Yeah, because Boots had nothing, and that led to probably Boots' only low moment in the fight eventually, because Boots was backing up with his hands down, and then Zayas' best punch, which was a straight right, snapped his head all the way back and had him on Queer Street for for a little bit.
Yeah, he was 30 seconds. All the niggas was saying Boots wasn't hurt. Like Boots was legit hurt.
Yeah,
like if Zayas would have rushed him, and if Zayas would have rushed him and went to his body, he could have mugged him for like a knockdown.
Yeah, but it said he was headhunting, and then and Boots at least has good instincts, because Boots was just like,
Boots. Credit to Boots on the IQ, because he definitely clinched up. He wasn't. I know he had a lot of pride as a fighter, but if you're hurt, you gotta fucking hug. That's what he did. He did.
People
keep
saying he has low ring IQ, but that's just high as fuck to me.
No, it's just not. It's not low. He showed it right there. He has high IQ.
I just think he's just having too much fucking fun.
I don't like the switch. I don't like the constant switching. Like, I know Blood switches, certain fighters switch, but I feel like Boot switches with no purpose sometimes. He just switches and switches.
He does it all the time. Like, and then like I said, but then no one kind of makes him pay for that. Like, I mean, Karen did for a little bit, but like no one really makes him pay for.
Because he's so fucking good at it. Like he's like Andre Durrell was one of those dudes who did that too.
Yeah, when he was on, when Andre wasn't moving excessively around the ring, he did that perfectly. Like he switched perfectly, but
see, that's the thing. Like the dudes who do it too much, they're the ones who they do it so instinct. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of those niggas, bro. Like you can see from my videos, I back and forth conventional southpaw all day. Like I don't even, my students had to get me to stop that shit. They know that's the one advantage they get. They learn the mitts from both angles, whether they southpaw or conventional. So that's one fucking way you could look at it too. Yeah, because I think Boots is having so much fun he don't even realize it. He punches. If he misses, he follows through. He gets on the other foot, then follows through with another shot. Like you gotta have defense for fucking Boots, because you can't just let him hit you with everything. And there was times when Boots would just get rocked, and then he'd just throw 3 more punches back.
Right, exactly.
And land all 3.
Yeah, like Zayas though, like I mean, because like I said, if it wasn't headhunting so much, that third round, like that should have a knockdown should have occurred on Boots, for that. But like I said, he was headhunting too much, and Boots was moving around, clearing his head and stuff like that. I mean, he was still slightly little unquestioned too, even in the next round.
By the end of the round, Boots was kind of giving it to Zayas at the end of that round. Really, I mean, he was fighting back, all right.
Yeah, because Zayas was moving forward. He was in his will, he was trying though, but Zayas wasn't defensively responsible. That was the problem.
Yeah, Zayas. A guy like, if you didn't have no defense, you gotta sell out on the offense more. Mm-hmm. And Zayas wasn't able to do that. When I mean sell out on the offense, Zayas needed to just cover distance and just get close to fucking Boots and just bang it out on the inside. Like,
right.
That's what he really needed to do. Like he's better off. Like a guy like Boots, you either try to time him or catch him coming in, which is hard in itself because he comes in, he has so many different angles. He's so fucking athletic and shit. Mm-hmm. Or you force him back. And if you force him back and you could get him in a defensive lap or something, that's when you go to the body, rush him, and you kind of get him to the ropes and you kind of try to steal the round type shit. Like there's a process to beating those damn ultra talented niggas, man.
Yeah, of course.
You just gotta take the chance, but you gotta have some defense. You can't just be right there on the line all the time and jabbing or fighting behind the guy. Like even if you feint and throw the jab and then rush him, that's better than just being right there, not doing anything.
Yeah. I mean, niggas that have highly athletic and have some boxing skill. Like you need plans. Like you can't just go in there and just hope for the best. Like motherfuckers need you have to have a fucking plan to actually scheme them out of you not using their gifts all that much. I mean, hell, it worked for Montel Griffin with Roy Jones. Like you got scheme. That's like the ultimate example of someone that schemed against an athletic fighter. So out to Eddie Futch.
But I would say Zayas having that third round does help Boots in a way. It helps with the win because if Boots just got him out of there like in 2 rounds and 4 rounds without that moment, we wouldn't have given Zayas any sort of credit, any sort of credit for the win. Boots for the win, you know what I mean? I think with this also helps, this will want people to fight. Virgil, Fundora may welcome to fight now type of thing.
It just makes them look more vulnerable for other people for the fight. So
yeah.
That's the big moment everybody keeps going on and on about. That's the moment that people kind of overrating Zayas a little bit with. Like,
that's the moment that probably makes it from an A+ to an A. I mean, it was still an A performance. It was still a 9 out of 10, but that moment knocks it down 1 point. It can't be a 10, right? It can't be a 10.
No, it's not a 10. Absolutely not.
Nah, it's not a 10 and it's not an A+, but it is an A. Like
it's a 9. You can give it a 9.
If we graded it, it'd be like a 95 or like a 99. I mean, it wouldn't be no 100.
Yeah, no,
it couldn't be 100
because of that moment. It was put on Queer Street, so you have to.
And that's the thing, like, and shout out to Dab City because we be there, conversating and shit, and. One thing I had to post in there was like, Boots is one of those dudes. He having so much fun that he's one of the rare cats who can have terrible defense and great defense all in the same fight because the punch he got rocked with was a super obvious. He was squared up right there, chin up, like super obvious.
It was a straight right in between. It was that's all it was.
Yeah, and there's no way he could have even ducked. Went to the side, like
none of that.
Angle, like it would just bow right there, flush, clean, 100%, boom. Like if it's a video game, the nigga did a super move on him, like. But it was one of those charge-ups where it's like, like he's gonna make a miss, like. But nah, he got hit. Like, oh shit, what's going on? Like, so like. But then it's like he'll get hit with that shit. But then 2 minutes later or the round later, he's dodging like 4 fucking punches in a row and shit. Like and the saucing up on niggas. Pause. It's just
I mean like
evading and dodging 3 punches, counter it. Like it's I don't know. It's crazy. And then his dad is encouraging that behavior with the damn. Punch more.
Well, like I said, Teofimo's dad, like dad's response, like I mean, in the
see your son get rocked, his stick get pushed back. That nigga got soul clapped, head snapped back, and you up here talking about punch more. What's he doing? Like, god damn, nigga, that's some shit I see in a 50 Cent show, nigga.
No,
Like,
Bozy has to be also bullshit. But I know some of his fighters lose, but I have seen him do good corner fights to people other than Ennis. I have seen it,
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it too. Like, yeah, but I think he's a good, like a solid coach, like real shit. Like,
yeah, he's solid. He's
it's
solid.
just
I know
with Boots,
some of his guys lose.
it's just a different thing because
It's
that's his
different.
son.
That's his
Boots
son. That's his son. It's different. It's different with Boots. Yeah, it's different with Boots for sure.
And then when you know your son is special, it's different. You gonna let that nigga cook a little more. Like I get it. Like,
but yeah, but like I said, once Boots recovered though, it was an ass whooping. Like it was the fourth or fifth round where it just seemed like
that fifth round was brutal, bro. Like goddamn, that fifth round
Boots should have got him out then. Like I feel like he just prolonged it. Like he
could have
his foot off the gas.
Because also remember in that 6, he didn't. I feel like I don't think Zayas won the round. He was still getting his ass beat, but he kind of let Zayas off the hook after that 6. Because the fifth was so bad, I thought, okay, it's gonna be over in 6 for sure. You know what I'm saying?
And then boom, the 6th round.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like this is the thing. Like Zayas was competitive, like in the whole fight. But it was one of those. He's getting beat up like 4 punches to 1, 3 punches to 1, 5 punches to 2 type ratio. Like he's landing on Boots just because Boots is just there to be hit after landing so much.
He found a clean hook here and there, you know what I'm saying? He found a clean left hook, a few of those. It didn't really matter.
And Boots still has good defense to me. It's just.
Oh yeah. It's not bad defense. It's just
Yeah. He just. I feel like he played with the food a little too much, but it's like a T-Rex playing with a food. Like if a T-Rex decide to play with you, he gonna play with you, nigga. Like there's nothing. It's nothing. It's like a killer whale. Like. If a killer whale decide to play with you, there's fucking nothing you could do about it.
Oh, get the help out the water.
yeah, but if you in just open water types, all that shit about. I know you see the TikTok videos when niggas be like, "Yeah, killer whales have never attacked humans." I'm like, how would we know, nigga?
Yeah, exactly.
If a nigga out in the ocean and shit, like. How the fuck would you know if a killer whale don't attack a human? Like, and we see them throw seals in the air. Nigga, I've seen the fucking orca movie where the goddamn nigga is he slapping nigga on the iceberg and he tilting the iceberg and slapping him. Like nigga, like so fuck all that.
Yeah, though, but yeah, like I said though, but at least though when Boots side, got to put his foot on the gas, put him away. Like that uppercut for the second knockdown was fucking nasty as shit.
Uppercut season, nigga. Oh my god, that shit.
So fucking nasty. I was just like, good lord.
All the knockdowns were nasty. Real talk though.
Yeah, that was even the first one. Even though people say it was a trip, the way he made him spin around in the first round. Yeah. No, I know. But some people, I saw the clip on Twitter. Somebody tried to make it say it was a slip, but he spun him with that. He spun him with that shit.
Was this, nigga? Come on.
Nigga, I just see some bullshit on my timeline. I'm just saying. I saw somebody say it was a trip.
Yeah, he tripped after a barrage of punches landed accurately. He spun him on that. He spun him on that first one. Yeah, and that second one, that was it. That was yeah, honestly, dude was falling hard like goddamn Michael Brandt.
So I get why people think why they put the heart, because he is 23. No matter what you want to say, he's 23 years old. He took on the fight. Top Rank probably forced it, but he still took it. So optics, he took that journey and that risk.
Honestly, it was all upside for him because all this. I don't get the narrative like Top Rank forced him like. Dude, like this nigga, like real talk, like this nigga Zay has been on the training wheels for a long time. In 154, like,
but I think at 160, he can win a he can probably take Janet Beck's belt. You know, Janet Beck.
If anything, they should have forced him to do this earlier. The fuck?
Thank you, King P. Exactly. Like, let's be honest. Like, if you want to get on Boots' resume, you can with he was at 147, but 147 ain't never had the type of action that 154 had. 147 got politics and all types of shit, and you kind of get who you can get sometimes.
And I will say, at 154, Boots look a little different. At 147, you know, I know he was looking nice too, but so far 154, Boots is looking a little bit like, you know, some fighters look better at the weight they should be at. I don't know. I'm just saying that nigga looks a little better now than 147. You know,
I don't know. He looked like he's more powerful, but there's some people saying that he don't punch as hard, but I still think he punches hard as fuck. But
he punches hard, like
yeah, like I don't know what niggas is talking about.
Yeah, I mean, Zayas wasn't. I mean, I don't think Zayas ever went down before this fight. Like he was punching.
No.
Oh, he had it.
We never seen him hurt, and honestly, he looked like he weighed like maybe 165 in there.
Maybe 170. Probably 170 type shit.
Maybe maybe 170. Like nigga looked like he was Mungia size in there. Like, come on, so imagine he's like getting hurt by these punches, man. So when you be hearing all the little rumors and shit about Boots brutalizing damn heavyweights and all types of niggas and sparring and shit, you really could see it, man. Like
it gives it credence.
Yeah, it gets some credence because woo, he was hurting Zayas, man. So yeah, all that. My whole thing is, Boots is similar to Clarissa Shields in the sense where
what
he wait, what?
All I heard was Boots is similar to Clarissa Shields. I was like, what?
Okay, I'm about to go somewhere. Somewhere with it.
Go ahead. I'll let you cook. Land the plane.
Like I know, right?
Please land that shit. Hold on.
that he really could out athletic and outwork guys. The thing is, he's outworking you with explosiveness and like powerful punches too. Like that's the only difference between like Shields. She don't have the power that Boots has, but she does overwhelm you with the talent and the aggressiveness and the speed and shit.
Right.
And it's just like, and Boots is doing the same fucking thing, but he's hitting you hard like Roy Jones. But I think he's throwing more punches than Roy Jones used to throw. And Roy Jones like had a good, decent work rate. Like you get what I'm saying? But
he did.
Boots seem more aggressive than that. So it's like, God damn, like so. It's like in a way, it's the in a way similarities too. Like it's hard to really fight somebody like Boots who has the solid skills, but has the talent. He can just out athletic you and just you try to work on throwing a double jab, a triple jab, and he's already thrown like 3 overhand rights. Then leaps at you with a left hook, then lands southpaw and throws the left hook again. Like, God damn, like, bro. So, like, I'm telling you, like, that type of speed and aggressiveness and athleticism is like a nightmare. Like I know people like, oh man, Fundora. To me, I still feel like Virgil has the best chance against Boots. I know people talking about Fundora, but Virgil just has more craft and nuance in his game. Like,
it's a good fight, and it's the reason why I want this fight, right? Virgil ain't been in champ.
Like, we joke about he could make adjustments and all that shit.
I joke about Virgil being a 30-year-old prospect. I joke about that, but clearly he's very fucking talented and skilled. He got power too. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like a slept Lubin in too. I know Charles did it in 1 round. I'm just saying we've seen Virgil have just a full toolkit. It feels like, and I know Boots has a full toolkit.
He's gotten adversity way before Boots finally got it. Really.
Yeah, Boots finally got it. Yeah, but
But think how talented Boots is, where he has to have his second unification or second double world title fight in a whole new division, let alone that, to get challenged.
I mean, I think we can all say top three.
His first two title fight with Stanionis, he fucking wiped his ass with the man.
I think we can all say the top three are 154. Top three is Boots, Fundora, and Ortiz, and I think that's gotta be top.
I think Fundora will give Boots more issues than Virgil.
I think Virgil's a better.
I want to hear it. Explain.
Go ahead.
I just think that the way that he fights, the awkwardness, and the dimensions that Fundora has, it's going to be tougher to crack for Boots. Like it's going to take I just think that Virgil's going to be there more. I think Virgil's going to get caught trying to be off. He's going to be more offensive, but I think Virgil's more likely to get caught than Fundora for when it comes to Boots.
I feel you, but I feel like Virgil stylistically it's easier fight. I would say easy. I don't want to use the word easy, but I feel like I favor Virgil much more so than Boots on Fundora. I think Virgil beats Fundora easier than Boots for sure. But I think Boots will win too. But I'm just saying, I think the way, I don't know, for some reason, Virgil's style on Fundora, I think he'd break him down. Whether it be some body or some inside work.
You think that should have looked like Margarito versus Kermit Cintron?
Something he'd break him down. You know what I'm saying? Virgil could probably break him down the inside, you know what I'm saying? But I think Boots will win that fight too.
Because he's a better pressure fighter than Boots, where Boots
he's better at pressure. More calculated.
Do everything, but it's like his pressure. It's like the jab is getting you, but he's not necessarily like moving in a certain way. Like it's just, I don't know. The Boots is just fucking different, man.
But yeah, the way Virgil will beat him, Virgil would just probably sit in the pocket and be able to share with him. And I think Virgil would have enough to fucking outdog him.
That favors Boots.
But Virgil and
Fundora are good in the pocket though.
Wait, so would y'all favor
better than goddamn Zayas?
Okay, let me ask. Would Boots beat Virgil and Fundora? Like, would you favor Boots over both of them?
I would definitely favor for.
I can see them all being 50-50.
I would definitely favor Boots over Virgil. I would favor Boots over Virgil. Fundora, that's a closer fight. That's even. That's damn near even. That's even.
Is that 55-45?
Because hold on, because P real quick. You don't factor in any of the Brian Mendoza shit because you think he's a different fighter now because he did get knocked out by Brian Mendoza, so that's why.
No, I think we've come a long way from that. I think that was a hiccup, but I think Fundora's gonna be on like for these fights more than.
Would have been nice if he would have avenged it like a certain other fighter did something this weekend, but we'll get into that later. But, I mean, and it was 154. It was not like it wasn't there, So I'm just saying. So I always give credit to.
No, I agree. Fundora's a different fighter, but you can't forget what happened how Mendoza knocked him out. Even though Fundora's winning that fight, but he did get knocked out. But he's a much different fighter now. He's improved. A lot. Yeah,
I don't think it's like it has to be one or the other. Like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the Zoo fight gave him the confidence to really dial in on the damn fighting at a distance and knowing his range and really snapping the jab more and really being more assertive and throwing more punches at it too, like and not getting in the mid-range. Or did he get corrective eye surgery or does he wear contacts now? Like
no, he still has his glasses. So he didn't get that.
No, but him and Gabby, I mean, even Gabby, they look improved compared to 2 years ago. They look much improved.
Well, Gabby, she's always done it. Gabby's always been.
I know. No, I know, but I'm saying they both stay in the gym often, so I feel like they both.
This is the thing. When both of them fight with the others intangible, that's when they look better. When Gabby throws more punches like her brother does, Sebastian, that's what makes her boxing more scary. Mm-hmm. Because that's when she looks like a female Tommy Hearns. Like people forget how devastating Tommy Hearns used to look. A big ass, 6'1", 6 foot, fucking goddamn welterweight.
Yeah,
80-inch reach. They're probably 80-inch reach, some shit.
With an 80-inch reach, but with goddamn Zab Judah speed, whipping fucking long ass telephone pole jabs at you, and then throwing right hands and throwing left hooks and hooking off the jab like nigga, that's a nightmare.
It is.
But would y'all put Boots over them? No. Because I saw the Ring Magazine drop the pound for pound, and they dropped the 154 list, and they got Boots number one in the pound. For the longest time, it was Virgil, but now Boots number one in the division, at least the ranking one.
I mean, he got 2 belts, bro.
He got 2 belts. Yeah.
It's not like
No, I get it. I he's number one. He's in the division.
Virgil been doing like a lot of heavy lifting, kind of like how the Charlos did for so long.
But he's on the shelf though. That's thing was he on the shelf.
And I bring up that to make a point because a lot of niggas was wilding out when Virgil Ortiz Jr. was like going off on Twitter about Zayas.
Mm-hmm.
And Zayas been at 154 for a long time. And he ain't really get the names that's Ortiz for. So
that's
it's
all
like
well and good. That's all well and good, but I'm not trying to hear a nigga talk on the sidelines right now.
Yeah, Virgil was talking a lot for being on the show.
He has a right to his opinion though. That's all I'm saying.
He has a right to his opinion. He has a right to his opinion, and I have the right to say, "Hey, stoop kid, get off the fucking stoop."
Well, okay, to his credit, I mean, I think Oscar and them said the other day that they're working on getting him a fight. So,
okay,
it's kind of funny how that works. It's funny how that works now.
Speaking out behavior, nigga.
Look, it's funny. I mean, I'm happy because Virgil is a fun fighter to watch. You know, he's one of the most exciting fighters to watch in boxing. It really is. I ain't not complaining. but it's kind of funny how like
gotta warm up by yelling insults for a while before he gets off the stoop.
But Virgil's gonna fight the guy that beat Conwell type shit as a comeback. He's been off for a little while. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some bullshit like that. He's not jumping right straight into the fire right now. I don't think so.
Yeah, no,
I mean, but it'll be a better fight than Lima.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
agree with that.
Like, here's my thing about this. Like, I mean, I've been a champion of them fighting out since 147. Like, this should have been a fight at 147 when they were young.
Well, shout out to Lukey because I remember
30 years ago that would have happened, but they weren't the guys that didn't have belts in division, so it wasn't going to happen. But 30 years ago,
it would have been a good separation because both of them had the potential. Like that should have been.
100%. For sure, 100%.
Yeah, and because that's why I'm thinking because now it's just crazy because even now with what's going on with both these guys, especially with Ortiz, it's just like, geez, like because Ortiz obviously has lost a lot of momentum. Like
he was looking like Mikey Garcia. How long was Mikey Garcia out? 2 years? I feel like Mikey Garcia was out for a couple of years.
Well, Mikey was out because of contract issues, not because.
No, same thing. I'm just saying, like he was on the same thing where like he was on some because Rick Merrigan or whatever, the fucking manager.
Ortiz manager was kind of doing some fugazi.
I hope the manager should not be in the mix. He's fucking up Virgil's career. You know what I'm saying?
He's the one who fucked that fight up, basically. Like, you know, we was gonna get that fight. It
was a bad look because a lot of fans just chalked it up to saying Virgil ducked boots and crashed out type shit when that wasn't maybe the case. But it just that's what.
Ortiz is definitely not a duck. It's just his manager fucked up the situation and the fight.
And that's the thing. It's like Ortiz got, you can say Ortiz got a better resume than Boots.
He does. He really does.
So it's like, why would he duck Boots? Like you would.
But Boots, but I say with that said, Boots is closing in on that. It's getting a little close now. If he gets
really, I mean, all he did is like he's Terrence Crawford 2.0 because like his most important fights literally just happened like a few years ago and today like. Like you take away Stanionis and Zayas, just like if you take away Spence, Madrimov, and Canelo, ain't really much on them resumes.
Well, I mean, if you want to talk about Boots, I mean Ortiz resume, right? Ortiz, he got Madrimov, right? Bochuk. I want to talk Bochuk. Bochuk should have won that fight anyway. So nobody talks about that
Fuck
either.
out of here, nigga.
So.
Oh my god, let me ever be in Vegas, nigga. We shooting the fade, nigga.
Well, what else was? What I mean, no, because he did have, especially at 147. He definitely had a better names at 147. For Ortiz, for sure. I can't even.
Yeah.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just
but
like
even that. So just when you add all that together, it's like okay, better resume. Like,
yeah, and I said on multiple casts with him, like dude has carried that interim belt far too long. Like he should have forced the issue with Pandora.
He ain't been a champion. And when he started at 142, I know he's a prospect, a true prospect at 140, but he's been in 3 divisions and no belt. So by default, it's like
he's the reverse
Terrence
Crawford.
He's the reverse.
Like that nigga's like, how you got like reverse Flash, like Ortiz is like reverse Crawford, like multiple divisions but no fucking belts. Like,
I mean, he's almost Ryan Garcia, like, and he's far more talented.
Well, come on. No matter what you want to say, Ryan Garcia becoming a champ before you, and you're about the same age is kind of that's not. When you talk about skill for skill, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Like, Mario's being a champion over you, like it's crazy too.
Rolly is 2 or 3
divisions. Champion at that.
Dog, Rolly Romero's a legitimate 2 or 3 division champ. So unfortunate, whatever you want to say, it's like I know it's politics, but still, it's like.
Yeah, and if he beats Tiafimo, that goddamn win for Shakur is gonna age like fucking milk. Like that shit is just gonna be like, okay, yeah, like Rolly might end up fucking around and end up being in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we don't put nonsense like that in the air, bro. We gotta keep intrusive thoughts like
I'm just saying. Like,
real quick,
that was too intrusive, bro. Like you need to keep keep them shits to yourself.
Should I bring the poll up?
There's a lot of weird shit, bro. We don't need that.
I mean, we've seen weird shit happen, nigga.
Should I do the poll? Pause. You want me to bring the poll up real quick?
Oh yeah. Bring that out.
All right.
Bring him out.
We did ask the night of after the fact where Geronis became the unified 154 champion. We did ask who had the better performance between Terrence Bud Crawford versus Israel Madrimov when he got a unanimous decision, or Jerron Boots Ennis stopping and pretty much dominating Xander Zayas in 7 rounds. We got 24 votes at Ringhead Radio, so check us out there. With 62% giving it to Boots stopping Zayas, and 38% for Crawford beating Madrimov, taking it 0.
Way too fucking close. Way too close. Like, it's you fucking stands. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, I'm a Bud stan, I won't lie, but I did vote for the Boots performance, so I mean I ain't that much of a stan.
I mean, cause you a boxing fan first. Like that's it is what it is. Like come on, like even if you say Madrimov's a better fighter than Zayas more accomplished.
They both were champions. Zayas got the 2 belts.
But I mean,
that's more accomplished.
But this poll was, you knew Zayas was gonna win. You know that Boots was gonna win this poll no matter what. Anyway,
yeah, of course. I just wanted to see how many stands were out there, and we do a stand check every now and then, like, and we still got stands out there who can't look at shit objectively.
Yeah, it was dominant. I mean, the Bud Crawford Madrimov fight made a lot of people think, even me as a fan, that is Canelo going to be too much.
Not me.
No, not me, nigga.
No, but a lot of people said,
footwork, bro. Look.
No, I know, but because of the weight.
Prime Derevyanchenko would give Terrence Crawford a harder fight than Canelo.
Because of the footwork, you think?
Because of the fucking footwork. Don't do, like, honestly, like, everybody's in here boxed before. So we know how devastating great footwork is. Like, a good jab will keep you competitive. A good jab and great footwork, man, nigga, you almost won the fight at that point.
Yeah, and like I said, because because I'm the one who actually kind of like I mean, I've seen because I've seen Madrigal live before. I've seen his most brutal knockout. I've seen like he's the one that I knew. I was like, yeah, because Madrigal has the same strength as Crawford. And that's why I said like he's not a pushover, like not even in the least. You know, like
the Madrigal kind of played himself by not being more aggressive. Like he kind of stayed in front of Bud too much. Like
I feel like with
he
that
needed
though,
to have fun in that fight.
I feel like he kept his hand in his pockets because Crawford. I know it's a different way, but Crawford at 147, 100% kill ratio, like 11 or 12 straight knockouts. Everybody fought at welterweight, he knocked out.
Crawford hit hard at every weight.
Every weight for sure. But at 147, so I don't know why Madrigal, because we always see him looking awkward type shit, throwing shots. He kept his hands in his pocket the whole time. He didn't want to get countered. And
he has the speed and athleticism to kind of go for it more. And with that said, he still made it like a 115, 113 type of fight.
Yeah. It's literally the only fight that Crawford had to come back from on the card. It's literally the only one. Because Crawford had
Crawford in his 42 fights, he's all either KO or UD, and that was the closest fight of his career. 100%. Yeah.
So the last time I think he had a decision was Beltran, nigga.
Yeah,
Postal.
Postal. Yeah, that's it. Like Beltran, Postal, and Madrigal.
It's a long ass time ago. I'm just saying,
they're literally three different eras.
Facts, yeah. But like I said, but at least obviously if you compare the performances of those two fights or whatever, Boots beat him down and everything like that. Like, they were both scraps. They were both Crawford wasn't a fight of the year. This one is considered a fight of the year with Boots and Zayas though. So it's like,
it's the obvious, bro. Like
low key, that was
Crawford if you a stand.
Low key, that might be card of the year. It was a pretty entertaining card.
No, it's not card of the year. No.
Yeah,
Benavidez card is the card of the year. That was
pretty good.
Yeah. That was good. That's the one that had 5 fights in there and they were all fire. That's a rare.
I'm saying, I don't even mention it yet, but I want to shout out Ben Whitaker. He stopped Popeye. You got him out of there too, type of shit. So
I was surprised at this, but I was also surprised at the stoppage. It's not because Popeye was still ready to go, but they kind of waved that off a little bit too fucking early.
That's crazy because there was a lot of early stoppages. On that card, there was a lot of early stoppages, but the main event, the ref let Xander go a little bit longer than everybody else.
Yeah, because he didn't want to get attacked by the Puerto Ricans. Like, there was like, okay, yeah, someone like you stop this shit. Like, we're gonna see you later.
But Zayas is a big dude, so when a big motherfucker is getting dropped, you're thinking about like some goddamn Conan the Barbarian fighting an ogre or some shit. Like it's taking a lot to really make this nigga like really kind of like submit. So you kind of like you're giving it a chance. You're like, hold on, like this nigga. Because remember, there was one point where Zayas was he was eating the punches, but he was moving and trying to block and maneuver around off the ropes, and then it would finally fire back a little. It still felt like Boots was playing with his food because Boots could have ended it in the fourth, the fifth,
probably the fifth round for sure. He could have got him out in the fifth.
Yeah. He could have ended it like 3 times in that.
No, the fourth he was fucking up a little bit, but the fifth was like I felt bad for Xander a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The young pup.
He's beating shit out of dude, but Zay, for everybody who says Boots needs a better defense. Fucking like I hope you're pointing 3 fingers at goddamn Zayas because his defense he just gets hit too fucking much, bro.
But it was Boots. No, usually we watched him. His defense is usually pretty good, but against a generation, I don't want to say Boots generational. He's
finally fought somebody with fucking talent. And
he fucking
somebody who was really wanted to fucking win, and that's the whole point. Like Zayas really been on the training wheels because he really avoided firefights in the fucking division that's the home of fucking firefights.
Right.
he ends up looking like goddamn like niggas used to shit on Jared Hurd's defense, but fuck.
His defense was bad, bro.
Like, for good reason.
We're not gonna romanticize that. Jared Hurd's defense is bad. That's the reason why that nigga only lasted 30.
But that's how Zayas was looking against Boots.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how he had it look.
But I think Boots, I ain't trying to glaze because the Boots would probably make 85% of fighters look like that. At his weight. You know what I'm saying? Like 154 middleweight.
I can feel that. But hold on, wait. Hey, yo, Chris Brown, what it do? Salute, Rob. What it do? Salute.
Salute.
Real cool. Yeah, great card over. Great cards, really, because the Zuffa card was low key fire too. We gonna talk about that because I got some bars for that.
Yeah, and then
who y'all got? Boots or Ortiz, real quick. Pat Scorpio.
I got Boots, and because Ortiz, I mean, even before this little forced, exile. Like, I mean, Ortiz was looking more and more mortal, so to speak. Like, the Madrimov fight. I know everyone wants to, the Madrimov fight, but Madrimov did put a beating on him, low key. In
the first, I think four rounds. Yeah,
Ortiz at 147 with 100% KO ratio. I think only after his first fight he's with decision. You know what I'm saying? At 154, he's on 2-3 decisions. You know what I'm saying? At 154, so his power ain't really been the same. I'm just saying. Oh no! Then again, he stopped Lubin in fucking 2 rounds. So
yeah, but then that's Lubin that was coming off a bender and God knows what the fuck he was doing in Florida.
A far cry from the
yeah. This ain't prime Lubin, bro. It's coming off a bender and
that nigga slumped. But that nigga slumped Lubin. I mean, that nigga slumped Lubin standing up. Like that's it's kind of crazy how he did.
We already see this nigga sleep laying down.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, pretty much that was a gimme, and Lubin, like I said, Lubin would have been better off going to Murtaz Aliyev instead of Ortiz. Like he would have had a chance to become champion.
Especially because Murtaz was fucking rusty.
Yeah. Nobody ever mentions Kelly, but I mean, he does have a belt. To get undisputed, you got to get someone got to take his belt.
Look, dude, this nigga, he fucking look. And that's what makes 154 what it is, because he got a little lucky against a rusty Murtalayev, and they had some finicky foul, fugazi fish market as decisioning officiating in that fight.
Calls of blatant knockdowns, which was driving me fucking crazy.
If Murtalayev gets that damn second knockdown, he wins that fight.
Yeah.
So
and I'm gonna lie, the UK kind of give some home cooking a little bit for Kelly late in that fight. The second one should have been a knockdown. If you watch it, it should have been a knockdown. But then
exactly.
Again, at the end of the day,
so it's not like he has some. You could say Brian Mendoza has a better win than he does.
Yeah.
You literally can though, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Like that's the whole point. It's just, he didn't end up with a fucking belt.
Right. Yeah.
So and for that reason is why I don't like a goddamn Boots fight against Josh Kelly in the U of fucking K.
But I think Boots will stop Kelly. Like I had a little slight
Murtalayev should have murdered him too.
No, but I felt Murder was kind of a one-hit wonder. I know Tim Zhu. I'm just saying.
He was Russ. Look, a guy whose game is the boxer punch, and he has to kind of get you on timing and range.
Dog, I thought there was no game plan. I feel like he was looking for that left hook, like he landed on Tim Zhu, and it never really fully came. You know what I'm saying? He trying to land the left hook.
He landed it, and he was rusty. Like okay, if Boots just had an A performance, Murtalayev was only going to give you the highest Murtalayev was going to give you that night was a B+.
Yeah, because
And he gave you like a C plus B minus performance. That should have won him the fight.
Yeah, because because him cracking Chinju's chin was, that was the end. Like pretty much everyone ducked him, like blatantly ducked him. He was and still is a boogeyman in that weight. Yeah. No one wants to get in the ring with him.
Hold on, wait. American One in the chat. Salute. American 111, salute. Ortiz wants no smoke. Now, Ortiz wants the smoke. He's for
Ortiz
the
wants smoke.
But he did talk that bullshit with the dream fight with Spence. But I understand that's a Dallas fight. That's a Texas fight. Like,
and they're actual, and they actually know each other. It's not like they don't know. Like they're familiar with each other. Like they know.
Like we seen the picture. Like, so I get that fight. That's just saying, hey, we got leverage if you niggas is funny at the negotiating table. Mendoza chopped the tower down. Timber, yeah, facts. Hearn not gonna feed that UK darling to Boots yet, even though they both natural. Dude, hey, look, if Hearn makes that fight, it's gonna favor Kelly in the UK. So my whole thing is, I'd rather Boots just go and fight Fundora in LA. Let Kelly fight somebody else, and it's 154. If whoever he fights, if they own their shit that night, they could very well win that.
No, he's fighting some guy named. I think Kelly's fighting some a Getbo. I know Pat heard of him. A Getbo who's kind of like a gonna probably beat Kelly. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those African niggas. You know what I'm saying?
So, he's Black Irish, and So
okay, same thing.
Damn, that's a combination.
Yeah, no, yeah, and like Kelly, like I said, Kelly has opponents, but Kelly's carrying himself like the A side. I mean, he's a champion. But
154. Remember, I think Brandon Adams was gonna fight Murder's Ali, but he pulled out. I honestly, a Boston Roberts from Murder's Ali. That'd be a good fight. I think that's two former champs.
Yeah, that's a damn good fight.
Yeah, like
you can make a lot of good fucking fights at 154, but
and this is why I put in the tweet too. 154 puts on again. Like 154, like I said, for like 8 years, 9 years now, it's been the division. Like it's literally like, because I used to complain about 147 and 154 being held hostage by Floyd because Floyd had belts in both decisions and he wasn't fighting nobody worth the damn. And then the belts that were free. Yeah, and then the belts that were free, we were getting Ishe and K9 and Carlos Molina combinations going, nigga. So it was like, 154 was was a little bit it was unwatchable because Floyd had all the main belts. It wasn't defending that shit unless he felt like it. But yeah, 154 is like such a quality division right now. Like no one can there's no division like it today. And just like I said, this fight just proved it. Like everyone's like I said, it's still even someone who's not as fade crazy like Zayas even managed to win over people. To the point where they were sympathizing, like, yeah, he was a warrior. You did your best. You're still a champion, like P was saying before the cast and everything like that. So,
okay, I want to ask you about the panel real quick. Did he quit?
No, he did not quit. No,
he didn't.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think I think his will got broke. I'm with Pat. I think his will got broke. He didn't quit. It was kind of like if you get stopped, because even the round before, the ref was like, remember, I think Harvey Dock was like, hey, basically, if you get hurt again, I'm gonna have to stop it. So. That's
my whole thing is not a quit when you're taking an obvious lopsided beating where it's like there's no doubt you could win. Like Costa Zoo quit against Hatton, right?
Well, I mean, because I think because Hatton's dirty ass tore his groin and shit like that. Like,
no, but if you don't get if you don't get up from the stool, yeah, like you quit, yeah.
Costa Zoo quit, and remember, Costa Zoo used to fight dirty with his fucking elbows and forearms and clinches and throw you on the ground if you have a bad knee. And yeah, fuck that. He fought another motherfucking. He fought another person who fought dirtier than him. He got his fucking comeuppance.
And he was fresher. I mean, Harry was just a little more fresher in his prime, though. But still, either way, he did.
He had to do it. But first of all, he fought a boxer puncher with one of the strategies that's a good way to fight him, where he pushed Costa Zoo back. And then when Costa Zoo got in the clinch, whatever, he would out muscle him in the clinch and wear him down. And every time they reset, Hatton has to do is if Hatton could damn slip a jab and cut distance and hook to the body and overhand to the right hand, like that's all he really kept doing. Costa Zoo used to hit below the belt too. When he did that shit, Hatton did it right back to him. Like he really Costa Zoo used to be a fucking bully. Like I don't know what this revision is history.
No, Costa fought dirty. He definitely fought dirty.
Costa Zoo used to be a fucking asshole. Like let's cut this fucking out. Let's cut this shit out, nigga. Like,
I don't think.
And that's why he always got those humiliating losses. The Vince fucking Phillips loss was goddamn bad.
That was bad.
That was Dalton Matias for back then, nigga. Right hand.
But I don't think I'm with Pat. I don't think he quit, but I think like the whole like him nodding his head after nodding his head was I can tell people think he quit. I don't think he quit though.
Yeah, that's what it was. The nod in his head just showed acknowledgement. Like people feel like, damn, if he could nod his head, he needs to stand back up and fight more. Like, what's he doing? And it's like, nah, he's just nodding his head, saying like, yeah, like I'm like y'all could throw that bitch in. Y'all could throw the towel in, nigga. It's a wrap. Like,
yeah, I mean, if you want,
I'll stand back up, but it's not the fight, nigga.
I mean, if you want to see quitting, look at Victor Ortiz. He quit multiple times, and blatantly he quit. Like,
yes. Victor Ortiz's career is a great example of fucking quitting. You can't be saying like niggas would be like, man, Chad Dawson quit against Andre Ward. No, Andre Ward beat the shit out of Chad Dawson.
Right. Yeah, he did.
Y'all niggas be like, man, Eric Morales quit against Pacquiao in that second fight. No, Pacquiao beat the shit out of El Terrible. Like,
yeah.
Like, if a nigga gets starting to get beat down and dropped multiple times, and he just sits there thinking, like, man, I ain't got nothing else left. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I mean, Freitas quit against Palace.
Who would win, though? Who would win? Tucker, Jahai Tucker, or Xander Zayas? Who would you favor in that fight? At 160.
Zayas.
That's a good fight. I'm saying. WBO, it's like.
Man, Zayas ain't coming back to beat nobody from that beating, nigga.
Yeah, because Tucker.
I think Zayas. I think a little time off. He can have a reign at 160 because Janabek's belt's going to be basically gone. You know what I'm saying? He can fight somebody with Janabek's belt. You know
dude, look, man. He got to stay away from Denzel Bentley because Denzel Bentley will ruin Zayas.
Well, like I said,
that's a good fight. Nigga,
look. Denzel Bentley is a good fight for Boots. For Zayas, that's a great coming home fight. That's a good tune-up for Bentley. Yeah, but for Boots, Denzel Bentley's a good fight.
Because like I said, the one belt Janabek has left is the WBO belt, which it should be Bentley. I mean, Bentley should be the full middleweight champion.
But y'all know how it goes. Whatever Bob orders, guarantee if it comes down to it, Zayas is going to get that shot. You have to maybe fight Bentley for that belt because Bentley has that interim. You know what I'm
saying? I mean, Bentley to me is the WBO champion. So he
should be. Yeah, he should be for sure. 100%.
Yeah, like I don't know what the WBO's problem is. Like Janabek, he popped dirty. That belt should be gone. The IBF stripped him. I don't know why. I don't know why it's taking so long for the other belt to be converted over. Bentley's not the full champion. Yeah, it doesn't make no sense to me.
Facts.
But Zayas, though, I mean, he could there are good fights over 160, and he could pick up a belt, but it just depends on who he's picking up the belt from.
Yeah, the other 160.
You see him fighting again this year?
Maybe like early next. I don't know.
Maybe December. He might. Let's say December or something.
I think at 160, I think guys like Amari Jones, he's nice, and Yoeli Hernandez. Like besides them, 160 is kind of in a 160's been trash for a while, right? But I think Zayas can with WBO and ESPN top rank, not ESPN top rank. He'll be able to fight for a vacant title and probably get it against somebody.
The thing is with 160, like the top handful of guys, they need to start fighting each other soon so people could kind of start remembering that we should care about this division.
Couldn't we got Jesus Ramos? Who would win, Zayas or Jesus Ramos? Who would you favor, Shutter?
Wow. Like, that's a tough one because at one time, Jesus Ramos looked like he had the goods. Like,
He was supposed to have next.
It looked like he really had next, and then I don't know if he kind of Brandon Lead.
No, I think he's getting a little worn down because he's having hard fights. He's having
just like his uncle. Just like his uncle. His uncle, you know. Yeah.
Did he spoil on the Vine? Did he Santa Cruz?
It's like his uncle. His uncle's, you know, his uncle's a little older now. His uncle picked up a W, but his uncle's like one of those guys. They're just gonna take a beating, and they're gonna age fast. And when you fight like that, you know.
Ramos was more in the Ortiz Angulo mode than his uncle. His uncle is more in the Orlando Salido mode, if that makes sense. It's like they have the same style as far as like, yeah, they pressure guys, and they're aggressive, but one's more creative and more brawling. And where Ramos is more methodical, composed, boxer looking type of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, of course, like the uncle's going to have harder fights. Like Ramos has more talent than his uncle,
which is true. Yeah,
but the uncle had worse decisions too,
though. Also true, but yeah, no, Jesus Ramos though. Yeah, I think it's just more like they got to get him. I mean, he has an interim belt too, but it's like he has to get a big fight sooner or later before he really loses, because he's starting to get a little worn down. So it's like,
yeah, that's so. Honestly, Ramos Zayas is a good, solid fight. That might be 50-50, but I'll say I've always been more impressed with Jesus Ramos than Xander Zayas.
Same.
So I would give him the edge.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Ramos has never taken a beating like how we just saw Zayas take. The thing is, Zayas is young. This is why I applaud these young boxers in their prime, their stars, having these big fights early in their career when they're in their 20s, so you can physically bounce back faster. You can rebuild better. Like, I'd rather see a dude take this punishment at 23, 24, 25, 28 than goddamn 33 or 37.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, so we'll see. Zayas, hopefully he can bounce back, but
that's 23.
I would say I would pick Ramos to beat Zayas. Like, I don't know. I don't see like Shiraz to destroy Zayas. Like, I don't really see Zayas like being anything special at 160. But
he may be a chip, or he just might be a strong operator, which is, it just depends on who he runs into at 160.
But he can get a belt if he keeps operating on this level, and I say this level meaning how he's been looking like he did in the Barreau and the Boots fight, where he's aggressive and he's coming at you and he's throwing punches. If he, and you know, he fights with a different spark now. He didn't have this type of like, it's like somebody like played you a record and then he was like, yeah, I'm feeling it. Then they play you the same record a month later, but somebody put some damn DJ scratches, some turntable scratches on the record, and now you're nodding your head a little bit like, hold on, like, yo, this kind of fire. You was like, nigga, you ain't say this last month. And it's like, well, nah, nigga, you ain't had this though. That's how I look at this shit, man. Like,
I'm just taking a look at some of the comments here. So from Champy, Ramos should have been world champion already, but PBC tried to ruin his career to help Lubin, which is
facts.
Can't argue with that one, because
that's facts. He's cooking.
Lubin didn't win no damn fight, you know. And let's see, Ramos will stop Zayas. I mean, that's very possible. It could. I mean, I don't think
he should. He should. But if Zayas comes back, like say Zayas beats a can, tuna fish or whatever the fuck you call it, I mean, and he looks good and he stops somebody. And then, you know, we're like, okay, let's pick up the pace. Who he's going to fight next? Hey, let's fight Jesus Ramos. And he still has that same oomph, that energy, that spark. He might make for a good fight. But yeah, but if Ramos still looks like he's cooked or like he's been in the oven too long, if he has to fight upward, that'll be hard on him, man. So I don't know, but his talent and skill set to me is more impressive. He should be able to stop Zayas if he's still worth a damn. Because honest to God, he should have stopped Lubin.
Yeah.
So there's that part of it too. Like Ortiz did what you were supposed to do against Lubin. That Ramos was supposed to do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not as early, but that's what we was looking for. The Mexicans, they be starting out early, young and shit, man. Ramos barely 24.
Like I said, I mean, they all
was fighting on the undercards of his uncle, bro. Like, that's an old ass 24.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, Xana's ass though.
Boots, hold on, were you a Ramos fan like that, bro? Like, that's why
last comment,
yeah, that's why Boots tried to fight Ramos' uncle. He's scared. Ramos will stop Zayas. I'm picking Ramos over everyone. He stops Boots. Ramos, but like, nigga, who was it? Ramos, is that you?
Yeah, I don't even think Ramos believes that he'll beat Boots.
Nigga, like, hey, yo, chat, hey, what's up, Ring Gang? We got Jesus Ramos in the chat. Because ain't no fucking way, bro. Like, I mean, if we had Rod Digger in the chat, like, why can't we have Jesus Ramos? That's all I'm saying. Because if anything's possible, if Rod Digger showed up, then why not Jesus Ramos? Because this nigga's picking Ramos over everyone. Like,
and he stops Boots, which is crazy work. Like, that's crazy shit right there.
That's crazy, bro. If you would have said, look, if Jamel Charlo comes back, I think Ramos could stop him. I might be like, I don't know, okay, I don't know. But Boots, nigga?
Yeah, no.
Like, no, like, hell no.
Like, Ramos will get the beating of his life, most likely.
And we like Ramos, but he got to look. That Lubin fight was a bad look, bro.
Mm.
It's like seeing a pit bull attack somebody, but then seeing them sedated the next week attack somebody, and they're just like, like, bro, like, no, this isn't it.
But yeah,
it's like Alfredo Gulo against Laura, and then Alfredo Gulo against fucking Kermit Cintron. That's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
But he lost against Laura. He dropped Laura, and then Laura was running and fighting for his fucking life.
Sure was.
Against Cintron, he just remember they said he was sick or whatever the case.
Well, he
was following Cintron.
Well, he fought him twice though, and it ended both ways with Cintron crying and shit both times.
Yeah.
Fucking Cintron.
Cintron was a weird case.
Yeah. Talented, but yeah, he mentally was not there. Where we heard that before.
I don't know what it is, but we never really could get another good a tall boxer puncher at 147. Although we've had guys come up with the dimensions, we had Mike Jones, who we had. Damn, y'all niggas is late. We had Kermit Cintron, dudes who were tall, like. They just never just gave you the look that we expected them to have. Like, tall, fight behind the jab. Like, all the time. Like, Cintron will pull it together one time out of 10 fights and shit.
Yeah, Cintron was a weird case. Cintron clearly had talent, but that motherfucker, but he mentally wasn't there. And the one time that I expected him to mentally fuck up, he doesn't. And I'm looking at this, I'm watching the screen like, what the fuck is this? Against
that David Estrada fight?
Oh, no. The Angulo fight. The Estrada fight. The Angulo fight. That shit made me fucking angry. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, word. Yeah.
Like, I couldn't even say that
Angulo was sick.
Yeah, and Angulo was running like, he was dangerous. And Cintron boxed his ass up something serious. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, he kind of rocked him a few times too. Like, he had some hellacious sounding like 1-2s, like down the pipe. Like, he kind of bullshitted at one point at the end in the second half of the fight.
Sure the fuck did.
Yeah, sure the fuck he did. This nigga be remembering these fights but yeah, the first half, Centron was really looking like how we dreamed of him looking. Like he was really wow, bow down the pipe, wow, boom, like wow.
Yeah, no, that's what was pissed me off so much because I expected Angola to brutally knock him out, and this motherfucker decides to all days to look like he was fucking an A-level fighter. Like I'm just like
that's the Centron we expected to see against Margarito and against Paul Williams and against just who else did he fight? Sergio Martinez? Did he?
Yeah, he sure did. He had to draw. He should have.
That's the fight where he lost twice. No, wait, he lost. Then he got a draw.
Yeah,
and he should have been stopped. Yeah, like I said, weird fucking career. Like weird fucking. Like he just got too many weird moments. The Superman tackle against Paul Williams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dude was just he was just unhinged and mentally not there. And the fact that he actually became a champion is still that's and this is when welterweight was.
Didn't he win the belt twice?
Yeah, he did actually.
Like.
And this is when welterweight was really legitimately popping too. Like this was like
I remember my boxing, nigga. Like you know what I mean.
Yeah, that was when welterweight was really truly popping too. Like even. But goddamn, like
I think it was like the IBF he had.
Yeah, welterweight has fallen so far. No, you don't even.
It has.
Yeah, I know Pilot. I know Pilot is a fan of this, but nah, this was garbage. Straight up.
Yeah, garbage. 154 is officially like it has for the last 8 years, but it's like stamped on.
Welterweight's been, since 2000, ever since it's been a while, but it has its moments.
I mean, 2019, nigga, like,
it
had several moments in 2019.
Bud Spence was a big fight. I'm just saying, 147 is
okay. Bud and Spence. What else?
Big fight. I mean,
I give you standing on his boots standing on his ETF.
I mean, Thurman Porter had bangers, you know what I'm saying?
Thurman Porter. Yeah. Damn, but all these we naming shit like 10 years ago and
okay, but how soon
that's what you're talking about. Heavyweight division's great.
How soon?
The nigga mentioned Briggs Lewis.
I know the fight wasn't the best, but height wise, Norman Haney had some crazy height.
It did, but
it didn't deliver in the ring.
It didn't deliver. But it was a
significant at all. It didn't deliver at all. But the hype for the fight was crazy as fuck.
And it did have a top boxing moment with Haney with the knockdown. You cannot deny that wasn't a top 5.
That was kind of crazy.
Top 25, like top 20-25 moment of boxing when he dropped Devin Haney. I remember I had the artwork and the goddamn I think we had a Twitter poll, whatever, like. The only thing you could compare it to is Canelo Crawford. But it was top 3, top 5, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, no, but I mean, let's say
far cry from the welterweights of yesterday.
I mean, maybe one day 147 will catch up to 154 finally and be like, and actually get something really popping, rather than just doing what.
Because at least in 2019, at least in 2019 with Thurman, Pacquiao, Spence, Porter, even Pacquiao, fucking Broner. Like there was a lot of welterweight action in 2019. Like in 2019, the welterweight division.
It was action though. I'm welterweight. All the little guys want to go to welterweight. If you're like weight at 140, you want to.
But I'm saying the thing is, you have to have both. Like when I say both, 2019 you had buzz, you had the names fighting each other, but then they was having good fights. So 2019 was always knocking on the door of 154, like, hey, we out here, nigga. But after that, it's kind of like every now and then you would hear like a gunshot off in the distance, like it's Opalaka or something.
I mean, I saw I still didn't watch it, but Pat's been talking up that Crocker fight, that Crocker Perro fight for a minute. So that's a welterweight fight, you know. Man.
I saw the highlights on the zone. I haven't seen the whole fight, but the highlights made it seem like it looked like it was a good fight. I want to see the whole fight, but
it was
the welterweight division needs more of that.
But I mean, come on, because Haney, Haney ain't fought in that fight with Norman. He ain't fought since. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to.
Okay, well, look at this. All right, if this ain't a big stretch, if I say in the last 3 years, the most important welterweight fights we've had: Boots Stanionis, Haney Norman, and this fucking Crocker Perro we just fucking had.
Yeah,
Spence Crawford was 3 years ago.
Oh, and Spence Crawford. Okay, yeah, that's 4, nigga. But think about that. 4 fights in 3 years,
yeah.
Bro. That is horrible.
That's bad. I'm not champion welterweight.
Meanwhile, look, in heavyweight division, we'll get 4 fights like that in 1 fucking year.
Not heavyweight. Wait, real quick, what's a better fight? Warley Dubois or Zayas? Warley Dubois or Zayas Boots? What's a better fight?
Boots Zayas was better than goddamn Warley Dubois.
I feel like Pat doesn't think that way. What do you think, Pat?
No, I think it's the other way. I think Warley Dubois is a better.
I know.
Warley wasn't competitive enough for me, man. Mm-hmm. And just Boots just looked more dynamic, beating him up. Like I would say Parker Warley was a better fight than Boots.
That was a good fight. That was a good fight.
I'll say that. But I can't say no fucking Warley Dubois. Hell no.
I mean, because
that one Warley fight where he fought that other nigga, I think it was a draw or some shit. He fought him again and won. Had the knockout.
Yeah, that was Clark. Yeah.
The first Clark fight was better than Zayas Boots. That was a good fight.
Yeah, that was a good fight. Yeah, for sure.
If one thing Warley would do is give you a good fucking fight.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah,
and he'll win it 80% of the time, I guess.
But yeah, no, like I said, I mean, it was good. I mean, like I said, it was good that 154 kind of represented, and people liked the card, and people are still buzzing about the performance because Boots now is probably on the trajectory of actually being a legit star. Because he has momentum to kind of build off from this fight, and and just like I think Champy mentioned, or American One mentioned. Yeah, Fedor, Ortiz, and Kelly are pretty much his next 3 opponents, barring one of them getting upset in whatever fight before that even happens. So,
hey, but Boots, this moment for Boots is basically, if I wanted to just kind of come off the whim, it's like Tank when he knocks out LSC Santa Cruz. It's a similar this is his moment of the start to who Boots is to the casual.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Because Boots is falling in the damn territory of the Benavidez territory where he's giving you exciting fights and knockouts, and he's known more to the general public.
This was his breakthrough because my dad, even I think LeBron James tweeted, my dad texted me about it when Tank knocked out LSC. That was a pretty big moment for Tank in terms of becoming a mainstream commercial draw. So I think this is a similar situation where
Tank was already kind of that in the
Tank was kind of buzzing because of the Floyd shit, but I'm saying that was his moment. You know what I'm saying?
It's the first time we see him because remember the Gamboa fight was the last fight we saw him at his worst.
Yeah.
So Cruz was when we finally okay, he's serious again, and the trajectory with Boots and Boots Stanionis was crazy. He styled on him, and it was a legit fight.
If you watch YouTube and Twitter, the Shannon Sharp shit, Boots was getting the pub where he was on all these mainstream platforms. You know what I'm saying? And Boots has been on them, but
Zayas is he's more popular on this side. He's not a European. And Zayas benefit from being on ESPN for a long time.
Puerto Rico's America, bro. It was a big American fight.
I was about to say he's an American, but I didn't want no one to
No, look, remember he was on that. Remember he was on him and Emiliano Vargas was on that Super Bowl shit. You know what I'm saying? So I
remember, he was with Bad Bunny, but like I said, I want to say that, and then a certain Puerto Rican says, "Well, actually, he's not really American. He's American territory citizen, because he's from Puerto Rico and da 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 da." Yeah, like so I just said he's on this side of the hemisphere, this side of the world, whatever. I mean, you get my drift, bro. It's like so they're gonna get more credit, and also Zayas was brought up on ESPN. Mm-hmm. And like we cannot downplay how significant it is having your fight.
He was the last. He was the last event on ESPN, for Top Rank. He was the last one.
Yeah. So guys like Keyshawn, Abdullah, Mason, fucking what's his name? The two niggas that just fought Shakur and fucking Tiafimo. Yeah. Them niggas grew up on ESPN, so the general public has an awareness about them. Like they kind of aware of them. They know of them. So you see a headline, you see him a blog or something, whatever, and they're always buzzing for other bullshit reasons. But like I said, Boots he's in that realm of being popular for great fucking fights, like Benavidez is. And
being in Philly, and being in Philly, and I was kind of because I heard Jay-Z was at the fucking weigh-in, and Jadakiss obviously walked him out. Jadakiss is a big ass name. You know what I'm saying? It's not Jay-Z, but it's still Jadakiss. It's still a top ass name in rap. You know what I'm saying? And he walked him out. So it's like,
if Jay-Z's at your fight and Jadakiss is walking you out, I think it's pretty safe to say you kind of know. Think about this. I'll put it in perspective real quick. Like, think about this. Shout outs to Roku TV because they be having the different boxing channels. HBO, Warner Brothers, Warner Brothers TV,
the Zone
Ringside, and then Top Rank. So they had Mayweather Chop on there the other day, and put it in perspective. Jay-Z and Beyonce was at that fight. They showed him in the crowd and everything. And Beyonce wasn't even glammed up either. Like Beyonce looked like she could have just been at a picnic or something. Like, so just if you're looking at like Floyd against Chop, Boots against Zayas, they're like similar stages in their career at that point. So it's just something to think about. Like Boots is on his way.
Yeah, well, as long as there's no crazy upsets, as long as Eddie keeps putting him in different places, it gives him the right opponents, like the next three. Because I know Boots says he wants to wrap up 154, which is a good goal. Let him do it. Like Boots will.
There's enough interesting names at 154 to stick around at too.
No, I feel like Boots and Haney too. They should just go undisputed, get undisputed. I know don't like. I feel like they could both go undisputed, and it's good enough for me to see him go undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Like Boots and Haney both.
You said you want Haney to go undisputed at 147.
At 147, and I want Boots at 154 to go undisputed. I feel like that.
Now, but then do you want them to fight each other after that?
People were saying that shit. I think Boots will beat him. Well, okay, good. Before we're done talking about Super, I want to ask y'all, pound for pound wise, I think they're in the same tier. But who would you rate higher, Haney or Boots in terms of pound for pound?
Haney still. No, it's really Haney right now. It's
Haney with the accomplishments.
But you're not in the Bam Shakur Benavidez tier, but they're in that like Bivol's like I feel like it's.
Okay, Pilot, here's your answer.
Resume and more accomplishments. He's not above him. He's not above him.
Pilot, this is your answer. Devin Haney is greater. Jaron Boots Ennis is better.
Okay.
Devin Haney would be higher slightly because of the accomplishments. Because he does
right now. But if Boots was able to beat
if they supposed to fight each other, guns in my head.
Boots beating his ass.
I'm picking Boots.
Boots gonna be Haney. I'm saying if it was head to head, Boots gonna be Haney.
But Haney has a legit shot at Boots. because he has a great jab and timing. He has a great jab and timing, but my whole thing is Haney's not this version of Haney isn't aggressive enough to beat Boots. Guys like Boots and Inoue, if you're not gonna take chances against them, they literally will kind of eat you alive. And I just don't like Haney has a chance, but I feel that as soon as Boots rocks him, it's fucking over.
It's just a wrap, yeah. When Boots fucks him up, it's over, yeah.
Yeah, like Boots
it's a good fight. It's a good fight, but I know Haney's smart. I know Haney's smart enough not to risk it, unless the money's too big.
Haney's a dog, bro.
But no, for sure. But unless the money was perfect, unless the money was like too much to say no, Bill Haney's not taking that fight. I feel like
no, I can't say that because look, like them niggas ain't afraid of nobody. Like
no, they're not.
The Brian Norman fight was the fight that kind of should have told everybody, like, look, we ain't scared of no goddamn Boots, man. We fought the guy that y'all thought was gonna knock our fucking head off. The only difference is if Boots fights Brian Norman, he knocks his fucking head off.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But with the circumstances, Brian Norman is a great win for Devin Haney. But the way we look at shit, knowing what we know now, that would be maybe Boots' third best win. It would literally be still behind Stanionis and Zayas.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I know let's talk about the Zuffa card. I could tell boxing was good this weekend because we stuck a long time on one fucking card.
No, it's the best boxing weekend. We're not done talking about it, but it's the best boxing weekend of the year. It has to be. It feels like.
Yeah, in the Zuffa card,
it has.
In the Zuffa
card, I don't know how deep y'all get into it, but my boy from Ever Beach from Hawaii got knocked the fuck out by Tony Hirsch, the one that beat Mayweather. He knocked him out cold.
Yeah, I'll say this about the undercard. Tony Hirsch though has a chance to really be probably be the first real homegrown Zuffa star that probably needs to escape Zuffa at some point. Yeah, because Tony Hirsch got some talent, and dude.
I was Googling. I was like, okay, this guy's from Hawaii. Because I know I lived in Hawaii. He's from my exact same city. I was like, okay, he's from my city too. Then I thought he found Tony Hirsch. I'm like, Tony Hirsch beat Mayweather. That Mayweather kid from the Mayweather Club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn, those two straight rights. He fucked him up. Oh my God, that was vicious.
That shit was looking. It reminded me of that Mark Masayo. I know I put it in the chat. And then later on, they showed Mark Masayo. I've been talking about his name, Masayo, in the audience, which I thought was crazy.
Well, actually, speaking of Masayo's supposed to fight the winner. Him versus Cortez, the ESPN prospect. They're supposed to fight I guess now, obviously Valenzuela.
Wow, that's crazy. That's a good because it was the same knockout. Remember that? I don't know if it was against Seja or somebody where he kept backing him up and hit him in with the right hand, and the nigga just kept getting hit by that shit until he dropped him nasty, like wow. Oh yeah,
he dropped him underneath the rope.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, so the Zuffa, and then Cash Flow finally got his ass knocked out. Because that's the one thing about Zuffa. I'll give him.
Let me ask you, was that early? I look kind of somewhat.
No, it was
early.
Late.
Huh?
It was late.
It was good.
Cash Flow was winning the fight. He just got caught. And
Cash Flow was winning the fight, but like some people thought the stop was kind of early, but he wasn't defending it. It was over. It was fair.
Cash Flow was out. He was gone. Like he was out of it. And then but Brandon Lee though, that ship has sailed for that dude. Like
Yeah, like look, I saw that fight, and y'all know I'm a Brandon Lee fan. Mm-hmm. He didn't fight with any urgency. Like
none.
He was one of those guys where like he looks like he looked bigger, he looked stronger.
He wasn't throwing as much. He didn't want it as much. Clearly, even the commentary was saying something you're saying. Max was fucking annoying, and Andre Ward both were saying he didn't want it as much. And clearly, if you watch the fight without the commentary or some mute, he didn't want it as much. He didn't want that fight.
Like It felt like one of those fights where if he just fought like he gave a damn, he would have won off talent alone. But he didn't really apply his talent. Like he would land good shots every now and then, but he never went into another gear. He never picked it up. He stayed getting rocked with random shots. Mm-hmm. He just had a listless like vibe in the fight. Like I just was kind of got annoying because the moments he did run his hands, you know, it was impact. Even in I think it was the last round he rocked dude. Like, and it's like, God damn, bro, you could have bended this shit.
Yeah, no. But yeah, his is a problem because, you know, I think he went to college and then he'd been kind of been.
He got his degree.
Yeah, got his degree. Yeah, and I don't think he got back whatever the hunger was or whatever of his previous performances. He never got it back, and he couldn't bring himself. And Sandoval was hungry. He was hungry as shit. Like dude didn't.
He had a great strategy. Yeah.
I might have mentioned last week, Pat, but remember when in that prelim when Brandon Lee got rocked bad, that he'd never been the same since. When he got dropped as brutal, he got dropped brutal, and he survived and won that fight. But he'd never been the same fighter ever since that moment when I saw that happen to him. And I've been watching him, because he was getting that push. He was Mexican Asian. Come on, Mexican Asian.
Yeah, he was, but he always fought with a little more effort. Like it's like Brandon Lee's one of those guys who knows he's more talented than a lot of people he gets in the ring with. And like I said, Boots is the same way, but Boots has a certain pride where he's having so much fun being better than you. He's not going to just lose to anybody. Mm-hmm. He might get rocked or, hit, but he's going to beat your ass. Even if he's having fun, even if he's playing around. Whereas, what's his name? Who the fuck we talking about again? What's his name?
Brandon Lee.
Brandon Lee, like normally he'd have a certain pace, and the pace would kind of be an even pace, but his talent would kind of take over.
Right.
He didn't even do that in this fight. Yeah. Like I remember the Ocampo fight. Y'all niggas was like, "Oh man, he should have lost that."
Yeah, I was wondering. He should have lost that shit.
I didn't think he lost. Like,
I think
he did enough where, like,
but Brandon Lee is so
raw.
But Brandon Lee, unless your fighter that wasn't as good would have got stopped. He didn't get stopped. He just fucking went to cruise control and let himself get beat up. Like he could have won that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like
that's the crazy part against Sandoval. Like it's not like Sandoval had defense and shit, and he but it was just more like an effort. It was like what's his name? Mikey Garcia against Sandor Martin. Like it's a 10-round fight where if Mikey gives a damn, he wins.
Right.
May not get a knockout, but he wins 6 rounds to 4, 7 rounds to 3.
But Mikey didn't give a damn and basically got embarrassed into retirement.
Yeah, but he lost a 6 rounds to 4 type of fight. Mm-hmm. So it's like, bro, like the margin of winning is just a couple rounds of you giving a damn.
Yeah.
And Brandon Lee couldn't do that. Like at one, the scorecard, like the unofficial scorecards were literally like 10-9, 10-9, 10-9, 10-9, 10-9, 10-9. And it's like when you hear the official scorecards, one nigga had it a draw. God damn, what you was watching.
Yeah, that was not fucking a draw. Sandoval won that shit very clear.
Clear as day. Like I don't know. Like them judges need their ass whooped. Like not even 96, 94 for Sandoval was kind of crazy. Like
the best you can give Lee is like a he set 97, 93 for Lee. I mean, I'm losing then. You know what I'm saying? He didn't win that fight, so he won. He won. Like,
I barely had Lee winning a round, but I guess you could give him
one or two. I think Lee won the first. Like you could say in the first 5, 6 rounds, he won 2 or 3 rounds. I feel like he won some rounds early on.
what rounds? This look, dude. A lot of his Brandon Lee. Anytime he would do something, Sandoval would fucking come back and do something even better.
Yeah, that
for a longer period of time.
Yeah, story
like
fight.
You're right. You're right. No, you're right. I'm trying to get
like Brandon Lee didn't use his explosiveness. Look, if you don't have the boxing IQ to use to box with ring generalship and to win a fight with ring generalship, if you're just one of those talented athletic,
you can tell by round 8
with your explosiveness. You gotta.
He don't want it.
Yeah.
He didn't want it. After round 8, he could have won that fight. I'm just saying it was a winnable fight, and he just kind of decided not to win the fight, and he just got his ass whooped.
Yeah,
he didn't throw.
He didn't care. He threw, but there was no urgency. It was like he damn gave the fight away. Think about this. If he gives the effort that Berto had against fucking Luis Collazo, he wins the fight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would have wanted to give it to him, but it was just like, okay, well, you don't
if you're not gonna try, because Andre Ward and Max Killen, Andre Ward and Max Killen be shilling, and they tried without saying it, but they just said you weren't trying hard enough. You know what I'm saying? If you tried harder, they wouldn't have said anything, and he probably could have won it.
If Brandon Lee would have tried just 15% harder, he maybe gets a draw and he keeps his winning record. He keeps his damn undefeated record.
Right. Oh, if we had a super draw it, that's crazy. I swear to God, that's crazy. Because I will say they do kind of keep it fights close. I don't think I heard a draw yet, but there's been some fights that are pretty close. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I heard one draw yet.
But this is not one of them.
This was not one of them.
Yeah, and he's been in close fights. That's definitely true. But usually when he's in a close fight before, it's because the defensive lapses or his opponent is outboxing them or outworking him or doing something they're taking advantage of. But he's still trying to win the fight. He's still using his explosiveness and his talent to win the rounds. This fight, he wasn't doing that shit to even win moments.
Well, because remember, I think on the first Zupa card, Kane Sandoval, he fought that guy, Hammerhands, Julian Rodriguez, who knocked out Avius Griffin, the black nigga for MVP. And he slumped him late in the fight. He was kind of dominating that fight, but Julian Hammerhands is the guy at welterweight at Zupa that he's just not, he's like, remember, Pedraza beat him, right? Pedraza fucking stopped him.
Yeah.
So it's like, the older Pedraza after Tank, you know what I'm saying? So, certain levels is boxing.
So Pedraza had the best moments of his career after Tank.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that you could say Pedraza is still Tank's maybe his third best win.
Somewhere around.
It's unfortunate. It's a top 5 Tank win for sure, easily. It's
definitely top 5.
Some people will say it's his best. The Tank kids will say it's his best win. Like they don't give the Barrios or Ryan Garcia wins any of them. So a lot of the Tank kids will say it's fucking his best win.
From a dangerous, like a threat standpoint, the Mario Barrios fight ranks high, but not in a skill or.
Yeah, I mean the LFC win's good too.
It's more like a threat because he was so physically bigger and stronger.
But I mean the LFC win, but the Pedraza win, that was Tank's first best win for a while. The Pedraza.
Yeah,
stopping him.
Pedraza, Ryan Garcia.
Because that was Pedraza's first. Pedraza's undefeated. He wasn't like he didn't take an L by then. That was his first loss. So it's like you got to give something.
Yeah, exactly. So it's still a but I guess Barrios is in there because he.
I mean,
went right up the damn welterweight after.
I mean, people hate it, but Tank, Rolly, Ryan, and Barrios all got welterweight titles after Tank beat them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how you want to say.
Well, I'm not even gonna go into my speech because you know how I feel about that resume. Like, I'm not.
I know.
Because
then he got to win over Pitbull too.
Yeah.
You know, low key, Tank's resume ain't bad, honestly. If we're just being honest.
But Tank's talent and the power, it could be better. You know, that's the thing with Tank.
It could be better. I'll never deny that. It could be better. Like,
yeah, because I don't want to go on this because every single one of Tank's points, because I've gone down them even before Tank even fought them, so I can't. I
do not I can remember you didn't go in on as much.
No,
like, I'll say that.
Pat hates those motherfuckers.
He hates a Tank opponent. Like he hates it. If you fought Tank, that nigga hates you.
Yeah, no, because because you can't tell me those names, but Haney and Shakur and these guys are actually been asking him to actually fight.
But my whole thing is like outside of Haney, like Shakur and these other niggas ain't getting better resume names like that either.
Well, Shakur's accomplished much more than what Tank's done. Like so is Haney. So it's like right now
they have in an accolade sense, but opponent wise, I'll give you Haney, but it's not necessarily Shakur. Like Shakur, 3 biggest names is Oscar Valdez, Teofimo, and who else? What? Fuck. Oh, Zepeda. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Zepeda.
But then we got a lot of fluff in between them 3 names, though. Like it was at one point we be begging Shakur to take a good fight.
Yeah, but I mean, Shakur's at least kind of challenged himself, whereas Tank is kind of
has he?
Well, Tank is, and you know how I feel about Tank pulling up Roy. I mean, and of course that backfired.
Mario Barrios fight is just as much a challenge as goddamn Teofimo.
And I don't want to hear nothing about
lost to goddamn near everybody.
And I don't want to hear nothing about no damn Barrios. And that's when people tell me that shit, I'm like, yeah, then yeah.
This nigga.
Next. Give me a fuck about.
Oh man. You ain't right, cuz you ain't right. But like yeah, I'll give you Haney, but like Shakur, like if you want to say his resume slightly better than Tank, yeah, but okay, maybe I'll give you that. But let's not act like his shit is like night and day better than this nigga resume.
But at least I see Shakur actually trying to, going up.
And what? Like he campaigning trying to fight niggas Tank over the beat. That's what makes that kind of weird.
No, especially now with Shakur. Especially
to fight Ryan Garcia. Wow.
But especially with Shakur now talking about the whole hydration flaws and catch weight, so that's super corny. Like
that's now looking even worse. I'll give you Pitbull because fucking Pitbull said, "Hey, that motherfucker run too much. I don't want to fight him." So that's a win that Tank will have over Shakur that Shakur will never have. But I see what you're saying, but damn, I just don't see it night and day like that. Yeah. Shit, Pitbull and Zepeda, like Pitbull versus Zepeda may be a fight of the year. Like that's a 50-50 fight.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're looking
the draw against Lamar Roach. Like I don't know, man. Shakur, like I said, I give you Haney because Lomachenko, fucking Prograis, Jojo Diaz, like Lenara, like I give you those are names, nigga. Like I give you that. Like Brian Norman, fucking dangerous, a threat. He was the underdog. I give you that. But Shakur, not so much, bro. Like not really.
They'd be over. LB's a fucking Bruce Wayne sport listener.
No, I'm just saying. Think about it. Look.
It's true. You're right. No,
the Shakur.
No, because every pound for pound list.
Does he beat Mario Barrios? Does he beat Frank Martin? Does he beat Pitbull?
Every Shakur pound list. Every pound list of Shakur, he's always top 4, and I get it. But his resume is fucking weak compared to everybody else. It is kind of weak.
Thank you, bro. Think about it. Look, when niggas be having Shakur top 4, and it's like, compare them names. Oh, Herring.
He's definitely not no top 4. I wouldn't definitely put him down.
Yeah.
No, because I feel like him, Benavidez, Bam, they are top 4-ish. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Haney, I mean, Shakur is more 5'6".
No, but you see him. I see him top 2 on some of these motherfuckers' lists, and I'm talking about like Ring Magazine type.
Damn, nigga, what you seeing, nigga?
Nigga, Ring Magazine is on top 2. I swear to God, or top like some of those big ones.
Ring Magazine. I don't.
Somebody poured LSD juice over those magazines, nigga.
Yeah, look for me. Look for me. I don't follow Ring Magazine's top pound for pound.
I don't follow him this shit either. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Shakur does get rated high pound for pound, and y'all.
I'm like, where you see this nigga number 2 at? Like,
yeah, but yeah, no.
I see him top 5 for sure, 100%. Top 5.
I give you top 5, but number 2.
Okay, before we get to the main event, how high would y'all put Boots on the pound for pound? Like, would you put like how high? The highest to put
Boots look like he might be in the 7 or 6 range.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or over Collazo? Sorry, King.
Yes, over Collazo.
Okay.
Sorry, King.
Yeah, so you at this point you could probably put him over Collazo at this point.
At this point, come on now. Like, come on, Collazo's will be fighting nobody to give him Boots. I'm just saying, come on.
Sorry.
Yeah, but the main event though, like it's good. I mean, Rayo's like, he be motivated for them rematches, like the Colbert rematch. After getting jobbed right in a great fight, by the way, by getting jobbed, he puts dudes lights out. This one
was it late, Pat? Just show me. Was it late? Was the hit late? The second hit when he's on the knees?
Oh, I have to keep it real. It was, but the first punch knocked out Del Santos. Like,
yeah, the second punch was inconsequential, and the thing is, the angle. Like, y'all gotta understand, when you're hitting somebody and they go low or they drop to a knee, it looks weird when you're standing up fighting a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I've had it where niggas could try to duck below your waist. Mm-hmm. So if a nigga's at your waist level, you can still punch him. But if a nigga take a knee and he's at your waist level, you almost don't realize it till it's too late.
Yeah, and this time the referee was unfortunately not able to kind of separate him from actually landing that last hit.
The ref was kind of slow with it, but the last hit wasn't crazy, but you see, like, De Los Santos still moved, like he still went down more. So that even give you more credence to show that, like, hey, he looked up enough for him to get a hit again.
It wasn't as bad as Roy Jones Griffin won. That's all.
Yeah, I agreed, but even then, like, the referee, was having a coffee break or some shit.
Yeah, but like this one, because Del Santos though, like, for as long as it lasted, Del Santos was getting cracked by them right hooks. Like, it wasn't like he was, like.
Early in the fight though, Del Santos looked kind of good, like in the first 20 seconds.
Yeah, because they were trying to
out. Santos got him. Like, Santos, because Santos has quick hands, so he exploded real quick, boom, and I think he had a jab, and it was like a left hand that landed.
I don't blame excuses, but like, you can tell the inactive, because everybody was fought 2 or 3 times since we compared to Del Santos. He's more active, and you can just tell no matter what, this is what it is. But he did fucking.
But it's also the style, and you heard what Rayo said.
No, 100%. I really got to get back. Like, that's 100%. He got to get back on that shit. That you don't do nothing. Yeah, I only see number 3. I only see number 3. He got him back. He got it back. He got it back.
Bad, he don't even land that shot.
But he got it back. I'm just saying he got it back. He don't got to run it back, right? No number 3. I don't need
to. Rayo's right. Like, he deserved bigger fights. Look, bro. The nigga had the 3 worst losses you could get: a robbery, a brutal early KO, and a lopsided ass whooping one-sided decision. He already avenged 2 out of 3 with a brutal KO. Like, he can get whatever big fight he wants.
Yeah, he deserves it too.
Yeah, no, because Del Santos before that, I don't think he had ever been dropped too. And like I said, it was a shootout. Like I said, it was going to be whoever landed first. And like I said, and Del Santos was not making adjustments to the right hook. And then he eventually gets hit by the right hook of all right hooks.
Pat, you didn't
really what it was.
Do you think they would make Hirsch Rayo or not yet? or Hirsch got to win a couple more first before they do that. Kind of
Nah, man, give Rayo a bigger fight. What the fuck?
yeah, Hirsch deserves it. But it's
Hirsch.
Zuffa. But it's Zuffa. Zuffa don't be having the big fights like
You
that.
must be Hirsch
Hirsch
manager,
and Rayo.
nigga.
No. Supposedly, Mark Magsayo's gonna fight Cortez, and the winner is gonna fight the winner is gonna fight Aureo.
Yeah, see,
That's
they're fighting
yeah.
on their level. Hirsch should never be in this. It should not be in this conversation.
Not yet. Right.
Yeah, like you don't want to ruin the guy. Like Hirsch will get annihilated.
Like damn, bro. You gotta let the flower bloom, son, bro. You want to just snatch it and make the bouquet right away and shit.
I mean, see, I'm a fan of young fighters. Getting a little challenge. But Pilot B won some suicide missions.
This nigga's like, nah, he's ready. He's ready for the top 3 in the division. Like, bro, he just has 11 fights.
Because when it comes out, Zuffa's tricky because it's in house, right? But I'm hearing people say, "Oh, maybe you should fight Shakur."
Nah, look, no,
here? No, the Shakur haters.
My bad.
No, I'm just want to say the Shakur haters that'll be like, "Oh, look at that." Ryo was able to stop him when Shakur went life and death, quote unquote life and death, with fucking De Santos. So that's what I'm just saying.
That is brutal.
But Shakur also fought a more fresher De Santos, where De Santos was coming back from a little bit of
inactivity and
shit.
Yeah, but De Santos still had the whole fact that he beat the guy before, and he landed the first hard shot in the fight.
There. Max. I hate Max, but Max, he just him and Andre be talking, so all he can do is listen, and they say, "Well, look at him, he getting the fucking." It was like he might get the hang of things, and then it's not the case. So I'm just saying,
look, Santos landed a good shot, but the thing is, and because it pushed like you could tell it caught Rayo, it buzzed him a little, like it was a solid shot, and I think he landed a jab afterwards or right before he landed a good shot. Rayo adjusted. He kept his hands up, and he kept the pressure because he knew if he let Santos open up a little more, he could catch him, open him up, and he caught him in between them punches when he was opened up. Now the thing is, it's not like Santos is moving his head. He's swinging haymakers. He's rusty. He caught him. He clipped him, and once he clipped him, he fucking once he hurt him, he fucking got him out of there because, like he said. No sense of having him stay around. He ain't gonna play with the food.
Right.
But yeah, Santos, and another thing, Santos is not like Santos is throwing these hooks and he protecting his face. His glove is like below his chin type shit.
Right.
So yeah, man, like Rayo adjusted and made the right call. Like he opened him up, then boom, boom, got him out of there. Like that knockout was like savage.
And that should not get fucking called back on some bullshit, right? Because it was over. I feel like it's like, come on, like don't rob the Rare from that win, because they're trying to. Broadway Joel, other people are trying to. I think Adrian Clark. Brian Norman is actually the manager of De Los Santos. Him and his management team.
Dude, man, like this is like sour grapes. Sorry, Broadway Joel, whatever the fuck, bro. Sorry, like look, like this is in poor taste. Like your man's lost. Like he went in the fight. He landed the first good shot. The opponent adjusted, hurt him, and then packed him the fuck up out of there. Like, that's it. Like, it's not like he hit him after he hit him and he landed some serious earthquake fucking seismic shot. It was like some little hit to the chest or some shit. Like,
no, I mean, it landed in the head area, but
but it wasn't no serious fucking shot. Like, the dude was out with the other shot. Like,
he was out cold.
And the way dude was falling, it looked weird, bro. Like, remember, you got to look at it in real time. Like,
sometimes you can tell when a guy doesn't have good camp, and once he gets fucked up, it's over. Like, you can just call it. Like, he didn't try hard enough. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dude, Rayo hits fucking hard. The thing is with Rayo hits hard, and he's like Charlie Sheen. He's like one of those guys who he has a little meanness or seriousness to him, and he throws punches. He's not one of these, well, okay, I think I'll average 30 punches around. No, this nigga 30 punches in 30 seconds type shit. Like, he's working, like he's actively trying to get you.
Right.
He's bringing his hands back to his face so he don't catch nothing crazy. Like, he literally tries to improve. He said, you know, he lost and he was a boy. Now he's a man. Like, dude, knock me out when I'm a man. Like, so if niggas gonna say, well, yeah, you know, Santos beat Rayo, and you know, but Santos was out of shape, or he ain't fucking the Dominican rice wasn't cooked right that he had the week before. Whatever the fuck excuse y'all niggas want to give him. You can say Rayo was young and inexperienced and da. He had to level up after that loss and other losses to get to this moment. Like let the nigga cook. Like, the fuck.
Yeah, like I said, I'm happy Rayo is actually able to do it, and you know, Santos, like I said, you know, just have to go back to the drawing board and what that. But yeah, that was one of them chaos. That was definitely a KO of the year candidate, because that shit was a home run, RBI type shit. Like that shit was like, yeah, grand slam, all of that. Like that shit. I hope was everything. So yeah, salute to. I just wish Rayo wasn't doing this on Zuffa, but I get it. Like it's just, you know, but most likely he probably wouldn't get this rematch anywhere else.
Yeah, and I'm glad. Look, man, one thing is this, that I gotta rank high with boxers. When you have bad losses and you go and get the wins over them, like a lot of people, they try to like Chris Colbert, you knew lost that first fight, and Rayo could have fucked around and waited around until somebody else beat the shit out of Colbert to the point it's not even worth Rayo time to go and beat him. He said, look, I don't want no one else to get to him before him. I know that motherfucker's vulnerable. I'm going to clean this up. I made the mess. I'm going to clean it up. And he cleaned the fuck up that goddamn mess.
Yeah.
Rayo, I'm sorry, De Los Santos, the same way. He made that mess. He cleaned it up. Like, you know, you got to give him credit for that. And the thing is, yeah, Santos wasn't active and all that shit, but Rayo still had to damn keep winning despite the obstacles and still maintain a stature and still gun for the fight and want the fight.
Right.
A lot of these niggas, they take a loss. Like, look at Amir Khan. He ain't avenged none of these losses, and he had losses that he could have realistically avenged. He could have fought Peterson again. It's not like these niggas all got into bad contract disputes or some shit where it's like, you know, it's not like a Chris Bird situation where a nigga spaz out in Vegas and goes to fucking prison, and the only way you would get a rematch is if you get locked up too with this nigga. Like you can't fucking, like, certain rematches life don't give you. So if a nigga is still kind of operable, serviceable in your division or around your division, like, clean up your mess, man. And Rayo been doing that, because Amir Khan ain't fight Danny Garcia. It's not like Danny Garcia fell off after that. He never got Prescott. Prescott was a fight he could have gotten and made that as a rematch.
Right, yeah, to get him up out of there. But, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of fights. And yeah, kind of Hall of Famer and all that. Yeah, we get it. But still, like, he could have cleaned up some of them losses. He got enough losses where he could have cleaned up a couple. Even his career looks better even if he fucking decisions Prescott in a rematch.
Right.
Tell me I'm lying.
No, you're not. You know, you're not at all.
Like, yeah, even if he never gets Peterson and Garcia, that Prescott, he should have cleaned that up at least.
Yeah, no, but that Zuffa card though, like I said, it was good fucking watching. You know, yeah. Paramount, like I said, if Zuffa puts out more cards like that, and I think they have another card sometime next month too as well. You know, yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, Zuffa is making for good TV so far. And like I said, you know, that card that, you know, right, you know, living up to its hype though was everything. Like, you know, it made.
You know what it is? dude. Every best card that they have is always with Rayo in the main event. Let's just call it what it is.
Facts.
Rayo is the flagship fighter for Zuffa. Like every time they have a great card, I guarantee you Rayo is the main event. For whatever reason, everybody shows out under his cards, and he shows out his damn self. So that might be like if y'all put more promotion behind Rayo and he before we leave, because I know we gotta do the preview this week, which is crazy because it's a holiday. But I kind of like the revolutionary freedom fights or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
Because fucking who we talking about?
Talk about Zuffa and Rail being the marquee fighter and
yeah, okay, yeah. I wanted to say he did call out Shakur Stevenson. With that performance, I'm not mad at that call out. Like, if Shakur Stevenson don't want to fight nobody, like, yo, you're not fighting Foster, you're not fighting goddamn Haney and none of these other niggas, bro. What about Rayo? What about Gary Antonio Russell? Rayo calls you out. I don't mind the Rayo fight. Might be one of the most dangerous fights he could take.
True, very true. But yeah, like I said, Rail. Like I said, hopefully the next fight Rail has is a significant fight. They're not putting him in some old bullshit. Like you got, like I said, you gotta keep his momentum going, even under the Zuffa banner.
Yeah, but yeah. Let's get into this weekend real quick, so we can wrap it up.
This is definitely like I said, 4th of July card is kind of crazy too. But this one is DAZN's, real serious attempt to be crossover into the mainstream, as they made a deal with TNT of all people, of all like platforms, and TNT of course is a huge platform. So now, starting with this one, I think at least once or twice a month, they're gonna have, they're gonna have certain cards that will air on TNT, which is huge in terms of, increasing its profile. And they're starting off with the main event of Abdullah Mason, and originally was supposed to face Joe Cordina, but Joe Cordina got himself into a little domestic or incident or whatever, and on the street. And when he went to go file for his visa, they were like, "Oh no, bro, what are you talking about, bro? You committed a crime. You gotta handle this." So instead of getting a fight that was gonna possibly be a showcase, he got a possibly more dangerous fight when Albert Bell, who's supposed to face Andy Cruz next month, got penciled in for this. So, like I said, this is a different fight because Albert Bell is tall, he's long, and he's your quintessential boxer. Like he can box his ass off. Like he's a really solid boxer. So like Abdullah Mason, he's coming off that war with Sam Noakes, and it showed the best and the worst of him. So like I said, this is now going from a showcase to a fairly serious fight, which Mason has to kind of make some adjustments, else he can get boxed up, And like I said, I like this card, and I'm glad that And Bell, if you know his history, we follow him on social media. Bell should have gotten a title shot, but the politics of boxing are crazy, and he got ducked and all types of shit like that.
But real quick, I want to say, if Mason's supposed to have next, he got to stop Bell. This is my opinion.
I mean, honestly, if he doesn't stop him, but he just beats him, that would be cool with me. Because, like I said, because Bell is a quality fighter, he's quality. So,
hold on, who need to stop who? What'd you say?
If Pilot thinks that Mason needs to stop Bell in order to think like he's like quality or whatever.
Nah, look, he can't have that dude, man. Pilot, you get fighters fucking KO, nigga. Look, Mason needs to just beat Albert Bell. If he goes into Albert Bell needs to have a mentality that he needs to stop Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason needs to have the mentality of I just need to win. Because certain fights you look good in your last fight. You gave niggas a fight of the year, a war, and all that shit. Niggas actually kind of knowing about the fight because I'll never forget my student called me one night and he asked, like, he was like, yo, what do you think about this Abdullah Mason kid? I was like, huh? Wait, what? Mm-hmm. Like, you know who that is? Like, yeah. So, like, he's getting more known. But, bro, Albert Bell is a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he
like,
is.
if a knockout comes against him, yeah, you take it, you go for it. But you just win. Yeah, you try to break him down. The knockout come, take the knockout. But you don't go in there looking for a knockout against Albert Bell. You win rounds, you win. Albert Bell needs to know that he's the hungry guy here who may not never get another plate after this. He might get robbed if he has a close fight. He might not get the benefit of that. He needs to be fighting for a fucking knockout.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the roles are reversed, bro. Because if Abdullah Mason fighting for a knockout, he might run into some shit. He too eager. Mm-hmm. Albert Bell tag him with something, then this nigga just jumps in for a left hook and gets hit with an uppercut.
Right, exactly. Because
Bell, we don't need no shit like that.
And Bell, although his record states that he has like 9 or 10 knockouts, Bell is not a light, feather-fisted person. His style is just not conducive. He doesn't always sound as punches, but when he does, he can hurt you. And this is where Mason can't be getting reckless, because Bell can absolutely hurt Mason. And if Mason is even a little bit wild, just a little bit wild, Bell can make him pay for that, big time.
Yep.
Yeah,
we need a new AB out right now. So hey, and he has a respectable last name too. So
Yeah, of course. Yes, Bell. Yes, nigga.
So, and y'all
why not? He might actually be. He might actually probably be related to your ass too. I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know, but I'm kind of pulling. I think. Cause look, my whole thing is this. This is Alvarez Kovalev 1 all over again. Mm. So I'm picking Bell. Like Abdullah Mason be open for counters and he runs in the shot. Sometimes he gets too eager, but he could war with you. He knows how to dig deep and fire back, and he does a lot of that. But Bell knows how to stay composed. Mm-hmm. It just. I hope Bell knows how to seize the moment, son.
Right, yeah, because no, he cannot fight. Yeah, like he has a good A-level, game and everything like that. But bro has to really fight like he wants this belt. Like he can't. There's no laid back.
Yeah, he can't go in there like motherfucking Brandon Lee, nigga.
Yeah, like he has to actually do it. And funny thing is too, I just looked at the odds of the fight right now.
Yeah. What are the odds for this? Yeah, thank you.
So far, there's only a money line. They don't have like the full props yet. But Abdullah is a minus 450 favorite. Bell is plus 320. So I would think, I would say if you want to bet, try to bet on an upset, I'd throw a little something on Bell. Like just So I think that's worth plus 320 is probably worth a shot. Just throwing a little something on him. But I mean, I think Mason will win, but it'll probably be like a majority or split decision type of thing. It'll be I think it'll just be a really close fight, because I think Bell's quality and Mason is still, although is a good offensive fighter, he's still a little young. But I just think he might. But one thing about Mason won't stop trying to win. Like he will grit it out.
And that might be to his detriment if Bell could time him and hit him with something serious. Mm-hmm. Like if Bell just fights if Bell. I don't want to say full-blown aggressive, but if Bell is assertive, he might land enough to where you could get like a stoppage or a surprise. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit, he ran him to a big one. Oh, throw the towel in. He's taking too much punishment. Da-da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. Like, it's possible. He could just maybe stop him clean, but he got to be mean in there. And he's the older guy. He got to show the man strength and all that shit.
Absolutely. And I look forward to this. And the co-main is not bad, but this is one of the cases though where I know Shushu was like, people said Shushu should have been on this past card, because it was New York and everything like that though. But Shushu is getting bigger exposure being on this card, and I mean, that TNT exposure is much bigger, especially for a guy that's making his first title defense, And so that's why that's why I'm not like. I mean, it would have been nice that he would have been the New York card. I know he wanted to be, but he's getting a really good look right now, just being on TNT and stuff like that. So. Like, I mean, it's not. It's really more of a. It's a better move for him to be on this card rather than being on the New York, not on the New York card. So, but I mean, he's facing Rene Palacios, and the only thing those two have in common is they have a common opponent with Sagawa, and both Sagawa gave both of them a hard time in the ring. More Shushu a really hard time. Palacios, a hard time too. So I think that's part of the reason why. But Palacios beat him. Split. So that's why this fight's happening. And Shushu's coming off a title-winning KO of the year effort against Carlos Castro. Dude landed probably one of the cleanest 5-punch combinations I've seen in quite some time in boxing. Like, you don't land those type. Usually that. Usually when the 5-punch combo that he hit Castro with. Usually, you don't get hit with all 5 fades like that.
I think it caught like a mean one.
Yeah, that motherfucker caught it was straight up he was he caught every single one and it was gone. So I like the fact that Shushu was getting this shot and again this shot and now Palacios. I expect Palacios to lose. Palacios is a decent fighter, but he's not Shushu level. But like I said, we can things that surprise us. Shushu is not at that particular point where he's invincible. Like even Castro gave him trouble before he knocked out Castro. So like I said, it's a good look for Shushu to get his profile raised, and then Tiger Johnson is also gets his shot against Chris Guerrero. Who I tried hitting up dude for the interview for Chris though, but he never replied back to me yet. So, yeah.
Well, he's in there for a fight this week.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if Chris does, because they're both undefeated. If Chris does pull the upset, then I'm definitely gonna call our friend up and we want to interview him. You know what I mean? So, but it's a very solid card. It's on TNT. It starts at 8:00. And like I said, it's I look.
Hopefully, everybody got their ribs and shit by then.
Yeah, funny things too. I'm not going to any cookout. I don't know. Truthfully, I don't know what I'm doing for 4th of July, but I will be back in time. Whatever it is, I will be back to watch this fight. But yeah, because I'm just curious to see because and the Mason's brothers are fighting in the prelims. Ibrahim and Abdur Rahman, all the Masons, they all scrap. Like they're all quality, scrappers. So but they're not going to be televised on the TNT card, unfortunately. They're probably just on the DAZN part. So, but yeah, no, this should be a good. Like I said, if you don't want to see fireworks or you can't see fireworks, maybe you might see them in the ring if you go to TNT or DAZN. But shout out to Bob though for actually finding a way to get them. He signs with DAZN, but he finds a way to get back on linear TV. Because I told my dad about this. My dad was very happy about it because he kept asking me, it's like, do I always have to go into your DAZN and actually watch this? And I'm like, for now, unless you want to watch MVP boxing on ESPN, which he does, But it's good that at least it's on here. And I just hope that all these guys on here realize what it is and they actually perform out of their minds. That's really what it's all about. But yeah, no, I think that is it. I know this is one of our longer casts or whatever. But yeah, no, probably won't have another one this week because it's like holidays coming up. But 4th of July, make sure you stay safe, and if you handle fireworks, make sure you don't hold that motherfucker too long so you don't blow your hand off or it doesn't blow up in your face.
Use sticks to light them or something. Use a torch or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Just be careful. If you got a job or you need your fucking hands, although if you're a human being, you should need your fucking
or your
hands.
nose or your eyes, especially.
Think twice about doing some fireworks. Like, remember that the object of the firework is to see the firework. It doesn't matter who lights it. Like, if you're the nigga who makes 300,000 a year on the block, or you're the nigga with the NFL career, or you're the nigga who's the famous rapper or entertainer, whatever the fuck. One of your goons or security, one of your people could be lighting fireworks. You just need to just watch. Like, it's a firework. Unless you're some fucking undercover pyromaniac and you need to light shit on fire, nigga. Chill.
I'm saying.
God damn, y'all be killing me with this. Like, yeah, I throw touchdowns for a living, but let me fuck with this. I catch this for a living. I type this for yo, leave that shit alone, nigga. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Great show.
Enjoy whatever your cookout is, even if especially if you're eating that pork. Make sure you
make sure you like cook the pork real good. Make sure you have that charred bark on there. And season it overnight.
Seasoning, especially, yes.
Yeah, maybe bust out some jollof ribs.
Shout out to Shutterworth. I got introduced to jollof rice seasoning, and he got a bang out of life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been making some jollof wings and shit, and them shit's been hitting. Now I'm on the quest for suya because I've seen it once before, but I've been looking again. I haven't seen it again yet, but I'm seeing more different brands of jollof rice seasoning. But the suya, I'm trying to remember where I seen it at, but I'm gonna have to just keep the eye out, to look out. But but shout out to this nigga Pat for knowing what's good with some seasoning. I be teasing this nigga with the food, but he knows ball, he knows game, so yeah.
Yeah, the food, like I said, though, I know food. Like I said, when you're forced to cook for yourself, you eventually learn things, and eventually you adapt them, and then you have to get down and whatnot. So yeah, I know my seasoning. So and anyone that's listening, jollof rice seasoning. If you see that shit, put it on your seafood or your beef or your chicken. Anything it goes with anything. And get it back.
You don't need to add anything else. There's enough spicy, pungent mixture in there where it's good. When I look at seasoning, the only thing I really pay attention to is sodium. I don't like too much sodium in my seasoning because I don't really cook with salt. So, like when I see the jollof, I think the sodium wasn't even high or nothing. So it made it perfect because you can have flavor without having salt.
Absolutely.
Or a lot of salt. Like a lot of niggas be so literally like if something has like if the sodium is like over 200 or whatever, I try not to use it as a seasoning.
Yeah.
It's very rare I go above that. Like maybe jerk seasoning is the only thing where it could be salty and still hit.
Yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as a non-salty jerk seasoning. Yeah, them shit, it doesn't exist. Like them shits are salty as fuck though, but it's good. You just have to drink.
Yeah, but it comes out in the cooking where it doesn't really be like, God damn, like some salty lemon pepper wings is horrible.
Yeah,
but salty jerk wings is like, okay, yeah, I fucks with this.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's a difference. But definitely on the lookout for the suya. I need to grill this. I need to grill sometime in the summer. And if I do, them jollof wings, jollof ribs on the table, nigga.
That's
make a jollof pizza, nigga.
Yeah. Then that's pushing it though. But and also too, because I know this we're supposed to get hit with a heat wave. I mean, Florida's already a heat wave, but if you're on the East Coast or down the Atlantic border, eastern border, excuse me. Make sure stay cool, drink water, because I know it's supposed to be like 98 degrees over the next 3 days, which is good and bad because my electric bill's about to go sky high and shit. Sky
high.
But yeah, for myself, Pat Scorpion, New England representative, for LB Shuttleworth, the guy to go artist, for King P Bodega Beer, for Conscious Pilot. This has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk. Excellent boxing. Well, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
Peace. Tell everyone.